Blah, blah. Today is a mediocre time with Tom and that podcast is brought to you by blah, blah.
ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. I was going to say something. But,
did someone say spirits? Blah.
I thought you were going to stop it after you always stop.
You said spirits. That's your fault. That's on you.
And the
you didn't say ABC, fine wine, and liquor. Then I would have gone.
That's why.
I got an answer for everything.
Always be celebrating.
Yes, sir.
If you go and pick up, maybe you want some craft beer, maybe you want some really good wine, maybe you want some spirits.
Maybe you want some cigars.
Yeah. Maybe you want some cigars or anything they offer.
I got my wife a bottle of a brand new smoked tequila that Casamigos put out because that's what she likes.
Yep.
Got myself some lime White Claw. Got a 6-pack because they have the 6-pack so you can get the flavors you want at ABC. I go to the one in Corinne.
Yep.
I see a lot of listeners in there. Every time I'm in there, I meet a new listener.
Yep. They are a proud sponsor of our next events coming up. Our Tom and Dan Bad at Business Beer Fest.
And why wouldn't they be? It's their business. We just do it a little less good.
Absolutely. And the Tom and Dan Sofa and Suds Couch Races in Sanford. That's November 23rd and 24th. Both events completely free. Just show up day of. But ABC also, a division of ABC is thehumidor.com, and you can get all your quality cigars right online. They'll ship them to you fast. They're distribution centers here in Florida.
Holiday
so it gets
packs,
you fast.
starter packs.
They have tons of different
They
things,
have them in different categories. If you're a beginner, if you're like really into it, they got something for everybody.
Yep.
They do flash deals.
Use promo code Tom and Dan, and you'll save a percentage off. Also, when you go into an ABC store, take a picture of yourself. Use hashtag TDABC. That really helps our partnership. And we're ramping up the gifts this holiday season. So each month we give away a gift to someone who uses that hashtag randomly.
Yep.
So you have a chance to win something super cool. So it's ABC and thehumidor.com.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Show number 544.
Hey.
What's going on?
Happy Halloween, sir.
Happy Halloween to you.
Well, it's an aftermath of Halloween, right? I mean, right now everybody's like feeling the burn, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. Both my kids stayed home from school.
Yeah, that means they party.
Oh my god!
He was getting them.
By the way, your number is wrong. Your show number, your intro.
Oh, what did it say?
It said 544. It's 545.
Fuck.
Start it over.
Uh-oh.
I'll just edit that and I'll go
5.
Hold on. 5. There. Fixed.
Welcome to a Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer, is here. A very special guest sitting in on news today, and we have not had this gentleman in a position where he could curse crazy, but I'm pretty excited about it. It's our good friend from Bungalower.
Fuck me in the belly button.
All right, right off the bat.
All right, he's still drunk.
It's Fun Friday. It's Fun Friday.
Jim Phillips, everybody.
It's his birthday last night. Brendan O'Connor's here. How you doing, Brendan?
I'm good. That shot really brought me back to life.
Yeah, it does. It's
I'm
amazing
ready.
how that happens.
I feel like if I was a gentleman, I would have waited.
Can't wake up. I'm sorry.
You know,
Singing some what is it? Effervescence?
Evanescence.
Thank you.
That
Effervescence.
that theory works, the old hair of the dog. It always makes you feel better. The problem is, if you keep doing it over and over, you're like, oh, it's been 2 months, I'm going to die. If I stop drinking now. Like, it works until you're dead, right?
It works until it doesn't work scenario.
As with most things, right?
It works until it just gets you normal so you can go do your roofing job.
I'm going to go hit the beach after this, actually, is my plan. I'm going to go fall asleep on the beach.
Hey, it was your birthday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
27.
Sure. Plus 10 years.
All right.
Yeah,
37.
Mm-hmm.
You're older than Tom?
No, younger.
Same
I'm
age, right?
I'm 37. I'm turning 38 in a couple.
Oh, so he's
in
a little
February.
bit older. I was going to say, you look older than Brendan O'Connor.
Not
I
true.
am older.
Not true. You look fresh.
He just turned 37.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but I mean, you do look, I was just saying.
How dare you.
I
you
think
look, you're really starting to, I'm really starting to see your age.
Not true. I think you definitely drink more water than I do.
By water,
Does
you
White Claw
mean
count?
White Claw.
Yeah. It's
There's
basically
water in
water.
there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what'd you do for your birthday? What was the big deal?
I like to do a marathon. I do a Halloween marathon every year
Okay.
and try to do as many events as possible.
Yeah.
Just, get all the free drinks.
Yes.
So I was, what have I done? I judged a rock pit
Yes, I was there.
dog
Rocket Brewing
costume
dog.
contest,
Yeah.
which was fun. Got to
That
drink
was
all my
good.
free beers and touch people's dogs.
Brendan, when you were a kid, did your parents have your birthday on Halloween? Because this got brought up yesterday with my wife, because we have a friend that has kids, and they have a daughter that their birthday is on Halloween.
Okay.
And the rest of the friends and family are mad because they do the party on Halloween, and then the kids go to the birthday party, but they'd rather be trick-or-treating, so all the parents are pissed.
Why not just have it during the day and then trick or treat at night?
That's what we did.
Well, it's,
or why not just go
school
trick-or-treating with your friends and call that your party?
Yeah, but if it's a school day, you're not. You're
No,
gonna
I'm
wait
kind
till
of
the
with
weekend, right?
No, I'm
to
kind
do
of
your
with
party?
Tom. That's bullshit.
Yeah, well,
That's-
this parent decided to do the birthday party on Halloween.
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's
I'd have
selfish.
to skip that one.
That's selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just wouldn't come to your party.
Yeah.
I feel like that's as selfish as suicide.
We did like candy casinos a couple of times. I remember my mom doing that, like with
Candy
games.
casino.
Yeah, like we had like
I know
games,
her.
and you win candy. Yeah, she like leaned into it. She loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What moms don't love casinos, right? I think all moms get to a point where they like the old slot machine.
Yeah. Even though it's
My mom's on her way to being that.
guaranteed loser. No,
I feel like
Are we talking about lesbianism?
No, is that a casino?
Slot machine? All moms are on the road to
I
love
feel like my mom could munch some box. Yeah. I feel like she could do that.
She probably did.
You know what?
I don't think she has, but I feel like if gun to her head, she would do it.
All right.
Well,
That's fair.
gun to your head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but there's not. I wouldn't do everything if gun to my head. You could probably.
What wouldn't you do?
I don't know. Let's name some things. I mean, if you guys want to talk
All right,
about it, let's talk about it.
gun to your head.
Gun to my head. Name some things.
like what you wouldn't do.
What I
Right.
wouldn't do. Gun to my head.
Well, it means if you don't do it, you're dead.
Right.
So I feel like basically anything because I mean,
what I was saying.
You're worried about dying.
Yeah.
Basically every second
I
of the
think.
day.
Yeah. I
So
think,
why
I'm
wouldn't
the
you-
worst person to put the gun to the head because I'll
be
do
like,
anything.
You will do.
Be like,
Yeah.
I already knew I was gonna die.
Joke's on you. And while I eat your butthole, joke's on you.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is exactly what the lady at Casadega told me would happen.
Yeah, I had a nickel for all these guns to my head.
Let's talk slot machines for a second because
Wait, hold on. Are we talking lesbianism or
No,
are we talking
no.
the actual slot machine?
actual slot machines
Tom,
because
poor Tom.
I feel like
He hates them.
I've-
He likes to think of himself as a skilled gambler, and slot machines that's like
yeah, it's a scratch off tickets of gambling.
So, look, he's already throwing shade.
No, but here's
I
the thing.
love slot machines. This is why this partnership works.
It is statistically impossible
But I win more than you do.
to win long term over
I
slot
win
machines.
more than you do.
No, it's statistically impossible.
I win more than you do. I have won more money on slot machines than you have on gambling.
but
Does that speak
you
more to
haven't
Tom's
kept track
skill?
of all the lost money.
I mean, I can go on my big
people
wins.
only remember the
I know
wins.
2 of my big wins. 2 of my big wins equal more than you've made on gambling. 800
Yeah, but you've gambled all that away before. I've seen you lose a lot. People don't remember.
You have, but 800 and 1,200, I mean, $2,000 is more than you've won, I think,
it may be.
globally over your entire...
I am not good, but the point...
Well, I'm not good at slot machines because nobody is. Well, no one is good at slot machines.
But that's the thing. The casinos, they program the slot machines to lose over time, so... It is impossible to win over time. Yes. It just will not happen. It's
always in favor of the house.
It's an impossibility. Now, you could randomly...
the reason I win is because I go into it knowing I'm going to lose. I only play slot machines because I have a love for the lights, and I like the ones that are like more like games.
You're a Mothman.
The way I've explained it to people, and they seem to understand it, is to me it is a drinking game, nothing more.
Oh, okay.
I'm paying for the entertainment of pushing the buttons. I know that money is gone.
Yeah.
You're just wasting money.
You're paying. It's a waste.
I am wasting. Well, no, I'm not wasting.
It's not a waste.
If I'm entertaining myself, it's not a waste.
It's like putting money in a jukebox.
Yeah, exactly.
Except you might get money back.
Maybe.
Oh, now you're making it more attractive to me. You're an enabler.
I do that.
Yeah, you're not. This isn't good.
Any person that you ask that plays slot machines a lot, like goes out to the Hard Rock.
They're old people.
They are older, and they will swear to you that they don't lose more than they win. But it's like, this is the whole thing. Like, it's impossible. Like, you have to
You're not
lose.
That one.
Like, just admit it, please.
I just enjoy it. I just enjoy it, man. I love the lights. I love the glitter. I love the glamour.
So, I had this thought the other day. I don't want to see
I'm excited.
if you guys agree. So,
disagree.
I don't agree.
I get high and I start thinking about things.
Agreed.
And I was thinking about this. So normally,
I get high and I think about butts.
in business, we all have the understanding that like big corporations normally have the upper hand when it comes to business.
Correct.
And it's usually because they
have the resources.
They have the money to be able to buy a ridiculous amount of products. Therefore, they get a cheaper price on those products and can sell it back to a consumer for less of a price than the mom and pop.
Am I in economics class?
I'll tell you. I'm getting to my point.
I need another shot.
Friday for Brendan's birthday.
It's going to get fun.
Oh my gosh.
I have a bunch of things.
You're putting him to sleep.
We invited Brendan to the news today. He's shitting on
what is this?
So,
I love it.
I'm getting to a point.
Okay.
So and that's why the Walmarts of the world put mom and pops out of business, and that's why everybody complains. Like the mom and pops, like I can't compete with them. Like
Amazon.
Like they're buying so much more. They have the money, but they offer a better price. Now, when it comes to customer service and all the other stuff, they struggle because they're big corporations. Anyway, so then I started thinking about our business. This is where it gets to our business. So I was like, in our business, if you put it into the category of providing talk content, right? Okay, that's basically what we do. If you were going to make
Samantha apologized in the chat room for what you're saying.
I've
never seen this before.
I promised Joke Friday, and people are like, Samantha, I thought you said this was Joke Friday.
No, this is good. This is good for me to bring up audibly.
Who said boring Brendan? Who was that?
No, you're boring Brendan on a hangover.
Right.
Okay.
They mean like you're being bored while you have a hangover.
I was ready to key somebody's car. I was going to key a car. Who are you?
Just tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay, look, I mean, I do that. I'm going to do that no matter what.
So, in our business, providing talk content.
Yes.
And if we go against, let's say, a big corporation that provides talk content, and this is by no means throwing shade at any of our friends and still work for corporations, but we actually, being a small company, have an advantage over a giant corporation, and I'll explain.
We can pivot fast.
Not even pivot. It's their talk content is free. Our talk content is free, except for like BDMs or whatever. But we're both providing a free product. So if they have no advantage price-wise, then they have a disadvantage because the bigger the corporation, they have to follow a certain format, which is disadvantageous to them when it comes to the product, right? All right. I'll
He's stealing our guest shots now.
All right, keep going.
No.
What are you getting at? Just get to the fucking meat of it.
For those
You guys don't obviously want to hear. I'm not saying anything.
Tom and Dan, so good at what they do.
No, I'm not even saying that.
Apply it to me.
I'm just saying how.
This is one of my single funniest moments of the show. For those of you that couldn't see it, Brendan leaned over and stole one of our guest shots of whiskey just so he could make it through the conversation.
Okay, so I'll fast forward. I want to tie. Okay,
All right.
So I'm sorry. You're like my wife. You're like nobody wants to hear you talk. Nobody. I'm like, this is my goddamn business. They pay for it. They want to hear me talk. And like, no, nobody does. And then you guys like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
No, we're just saying get to the fucking point, man. We only got...
Don't get up. Stop talking.
I think you spit on all of our guests.
I'm sorry.
I've died.
I liked it.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is why I love you.
We're just like, we need the cliff notes.
This is
You want to stop talking?
No.
This is the whole thing. This is it. This is only it.
But it's
We do nothing else. I don't know what else to do.
I love this, by the way, because this is real.
supposed to be Joke Friday, not Business Class Friday.
I know. I got some jokes.
Where?
You guys go ahead. You tell some jokes. Brandon, y'all game. Samantha, you got the jokes. I'm sorry.
Dude, a vein just like honestly, like right by your gray hair.
And your hair stayed perfect the whole time.
Wow, he's
So-
got good
You
hair.
did a good job, buddy.
How is it that corporations are still like they're going to have to change, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they can't keep providing their talk content in the same format.
Well, I laughed yesterday because I was.
Or am I wrong? I could be wrong.
No,
100%.
There's a show that's on iHeart that it isn't local. No, it's not a local show.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Breakfast, the Breakfast Club. They're on iHeart.
yeah.
You know, but these shows, a lot of these shows are out there, and iHeart claims. And Libsyn, that's who we use. I think you use Libsyn. Like a lot of people use Libsyn as their podcast, kind of their hosting site, you know, whatever. And there's this beef now with like iHeart and Libsyn, where iHeart continues to talk like kind of they're attempting to rewrite history. In the fact that they're like, we've been doing podcasting for this amount of time, we're the best, we're the biggest, and Libsyn's like, nah, dog, we've been in this game since like 2004, I think.
Why even try that? Why even try? It just makes you look dumb.
Well, when you lie, it does.
Yeah.
But here's my point. Like Tom's talking about, like they're going to have to change. What I find it ironic and odd is that a lot of iHeart podcasts, like they won't say the F word, they won't say fuck. They'll edit it out, and I don't.
That's for sponsor stuff.
I mean, is it though? Because like then
I don't know. They think it is.
To me, it's like then why do it? Because you're not offering anything any different then.
Yeah. Well,
you know, and I'm not saying that you need to curse. I'm just saying let it be real.
I think you're saying you have to say fuck to be real.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
if you don't say fuck, you're a pussy. Is what I'm saying.
But then getting into the podcast, I mean, that's the format. Then is correct.
I just feel like it's weird. I feel like it's weird to even go into the space and then edit it. All you're doing is bringing radio to podcast, which is not podcast.
Well, but the format is correct at that point because you're able to long form without all the commercials.
It's not even long form. They break them up with ads.
Okay, yeah.
Do you listen to any other? Yeah,
I don't listen to the corporate.
Yeah, deep dive into some corporate podcasts. You'll see
just recorded radio.
It's recorded radio, and then they'll go like 12 to 15 minutes, and then they'll put a commercial. They can't not do what they've continued to do.
Yeah,
they still do radio on the fucking podcast.
Yeah. Now it's probably
it's mind-blowing.
Smaller commercial breaks. Basically, I'm talking about like the standard talk format.
Oh, I think you
got
clipped for screaming and jumping up and down like a maniac.
What do you mean?
They clipped you already.
What does that mean?
That they pulled the clip. Now everybody's gonna be sharing it on their social media. Now you're a fool. You're a fucking fool.
I don't care.
Goddamn, you're a fool.
Yes.
So I'll get to the jokes. I'll stop that. Last night, trick or treating, right? And I want to ask Brendan about
It's not fun, man. I'm not into it.
Well, it's not fun when it's hot as shit.
Can we cancel it?
The kids have. I mean, it's not.
I don't
fun
even
for
care
adults.
about their fun. They have a lot of time to have fun.
You better shut the fuck up.
I'm canceling
That's
it.
the worst thing I've ever.
Yeah,
heard.
it's over.
Like it's like rescheduling Halloween. People are talking about now too.
No, don't do that.
No.
Just cancel it altogether.
No.
It's just stupid.
That's a pending lawsuit from me.
So this is my question to you guys. So okay, we're walking down our street or our neighborhood.
Picturing it.
And
So you stayed in your own neighborhood.
stayed in our own neighborhood.
What are you
That's
wearing?
a new thing. They used to come over here,
Right.
but his wife put the foot down about we're going to do it in our own neighborhood. And I kind of agree with that. Plus, it's just nicer to not have the Bobo people in my neighborhood.
Oh, the Bobo people come here.
Well, they
I
do,
know they
but,
do.
I mean, but hey,
Yeah.
having 4 less is a victory, a small victory.
So, I guess the
4 less poros.
Yeah.
the etiquette
Poros.
They're poros. They're Castleberry.
is
And you don't want them in Baldwin Park. Is that what? Okay.
No.
that when you're the night of Halloween, if you do not want trick or treaters over your house,
Lights off.
You just turn your lights off, or you turn your porch light off.
Yeah.
That tells the parent
Sit in the dark.
that hey, this house is not protected. Move on to the
Or
next
they're a
one.
pedophile.
or whatever.
No, that they have to do that. They have to turn their lights off. They're not allowed to have Halloween decorations.
Pedophiles?
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't.
Not even like a.
They can get in trouble for it.
Not even like a.
No. 'cause it's
Otherwise,
enticing
What if
to
you're
the
not
children.
answering? What if you're not even going to your door?
They're like angler fish, those deep sea fish with the light on their
the light over the top.
little
yeah.
diddlers. Come on up and get an old Henry.
I do feel
Don't say old Henry.
so.
Lights on.
So then, then I'm fine with that. Like, listen, don't participate, whatever. It's
Right.
your
Yeah, yeah.
choice. Who cares? So then there's the people that forget to turn their lights off and leave their lights on, and then I send my
Well,
kids
we're gonna
up there.
ring your doorbell.
Yeah, they get the doorbell ring, no one's home, or they don't answer, or whatever. And those people I even give a pass to because I'm like, oh, okay, you don't have any kids, you forget it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween's easy to forget about if you don't
Some
have
people
kids.
have lights with timers on them.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah,
an old
we
person,
do.
like you could forget, as the Halloween, whatever, and no problem. That's fine. Here's what I have a problem with: if you have Halloween decorations
All right.
in your house, right, like all over your front lawn,
Spider web.
yes, the inflatables and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then your lights are
Light
on,
up pumpkin.
and then I send my kids up there, no one answers, and no
Well, they're all
bowl.
trick or treating.
Well, here's the thing:
Right. That's
put a bowl out there.
Should they have turned everything off?
Or no? What about the bowl of candy?
No, what about me? Would you okay, I'm going to tell you what I
Okay.
did, and you judge me, okay?
I will judge you
Everybody
hard.
judge me.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I have a white spooky ghost girl.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a black spooky ghost girl.
Racist.
I have, I did both, so I'm not racist.
Oh, okay.
I have
That's how it works.
forever pumpkin, which is a propane tank with a plasma torch cut out, looks like a jack-o'-lantern. I have a regular jack-o'-lantern. I have a painted pumpkin. I have a carved pumpkin, spider webs, and I have a skull. Okay? That's my entire get-up. We
Yeah,
add
yeah.
to it every year, all right? When we were leaving, my wife said, leave it on. I said, no. People will think we're giving out candy.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going to walk. I'm shutting it down. She disagreed. I said, nope, we're shutting it down. I
yeah.
shut everything down. I turned off every light I have. The zombie girls, I pulled them down and set them in the corner.
Yeah.
Everything that I had that
Yeah.
indicated Halloween was turned off. No lights,
Yeah.
no porch
Save
lights.
time.
So did I do the right thing?
Yes, because
Okay.
you are advertising to the people walking by.
Because I think you do
that
have a
this is out
valid
of
look.
business.
I love disagreeing with you.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we've made a business out of it. But in this instance, I believe you're correct. I think it's fucked up.
Why
if
don't
you
we have like a sock on the door kind of a thing?
No,
like, you
then
should still be
like
able
I'm
to
inside.
see-
All right. Yeah.
You still want to see the decorations. Like you're putting down your.
That's what you do on a
decorations.
cruise ship, right? When your friend's in there
Yeah.
fucking some girl he met
Do
on
not
the,
disturb.
He met at Coco K. and
We
he-
should have a little sign or like a traffic cone or something.
I think
you put
you're
out at
right.
the end
I
that's
think
like,
you're right. I think
sorry,
you're right.
guys, we're out enjoying the night, but here's
Yeah, yeah.
here's my stuff.
or just put out a bowl of candy. Now I understand.
Well, I don't like putting out the bowl of candy because I feel like that's going to be one victory. I feel like if you're like me, one kid's going to go there and get all the candy. I would.
I don't-
And I'm not a bad person, but I will dump an entire bowl.
I don't know though. 'cause
That
I
makes
feel
you a
like
bad
now-
person.
No, I don't think it does.
that you're stealing from other people.
No, being racist or being a horrible person, that makes you a bad person. Like being,
Dan, why didn't you stay
I think
home?
it makes you an opportunist. I don't think it makes you a bad person.
Why didn't you stay home and let everybody else go out?
I offered, man, it's almost like you're like part of my family. Andrea would not let me do that. I said, let me stay home.
Yeah.
I'll leave everything on.
Yeah.
I'll give out candy. Nope, you got to walk. You know,
Smoke a
I know
little
you
bit.
get a lot of this where it's like, look, if the family's not participating, if daddy's not there,
yeah.
then like, Yeah.
I just was like, I wonder what's going through these people's mind. They're like, they must like Halloween. They've decorated their house. Like, you have to have a certain, once you start decorating your house for Halloween, that means you have kids.
You care about it.
Or you care about it or whatever. And so you're spending money. So it's like, then if you're in my neighborhood, now I can understand if you leave a bowl of candy in Baldwin Park, like there's how many people come here? Like 2,500 kids or something, like such an insane amount.
2,500? Are you crazy?
Yeah, if you're like 5,000,
I bet it's 10 times 2,500.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If I wanted to drive out of here, at 8 p.m. last night, I mean,
where does everybody park? Like when they come in,
the Publix, all the parking lots, like all the parking lots for Gators, all the parking lots for Sato.
So if you're trying to get a sensible Gators
it's one
meal,
of the best places to go trick or treating.
The 13th best.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
in the country.
According to who? Oh, in the country.
Yeah, it was like USA Today or something. They did a poll, and then Baldwin Park hit 13, which
walkable.
I actually thought it was pretty cool to hit 13 on Halloween. Like it's kind of like, hey, look what we did there.
No, if you're so it's like if I'm wearing fishnets out on a club. It's because I want people to look.
So
if you're dressed for Halloween,
if you got a spider web up and your lights are on, then
you're asking for it.
Yeah,
so my question is, the people that decorate their house leave the porch lights on and then leave their house so the trick-or-treaters constantly come to the door, knock, and to be disappointed.
What if they ran out of candy? Just turn the light off, but your decorations are still out?
Mr. Egg, Jim Colbert, Tori, I believe they ran out of candy.
Oh, wow.
Then you turn your lights off.
We got there late. The line that Tori had out of her house. She has a picture of it. You can find her on
Why
Instagram.
Specifically their house? Was there a line?
They have
they
have really good dedecorations, and all of their neighbors have really good decorations, and it festered. Like it was like
festered.
Because it was almost like everybody that did better decorations like compounded on this like area that it was amazing. Like when we walked down there, I'm like, oh my god, it's like a fucking walking through Halloween Horror Nights. It was grandiose. It was opulence. It was completely unneeded.
They're kind of a party to just themselves. So
and we walked up there, and she was doing one piece because they
you gotta make it last.
They were running out. Like it was
too many
insane.
But it's like if you put the decorations and then you leave, is it that you don't think about the fact that there's trick-or-treaters? That's odd to me because you're into Halloween, so you must be into everything that comes with it.
That's not true.
No?
People can be into Halloween and spooky shit and not give a damn about the kids.
Sam could be proud.
That is bizarre to me, right? That's a crazy
Let me paint you a picture. Okay, hold on.
I'm like, I love everything about Halloween. These fucking kids and the trick-or-treating. Fuck them. Like,
have you ever seen Hocus Pocus?
Yeah,
it's a movie.
Let me paint a picture of a Sam and Trav living in my home. And they decorate the outside, and they're really proud of it, but they don't have any kids. Should they have to turn off their lights and not be proud of their decorations because they're afraid of somebody coming and trick-or-treating?
I'm not afraid, but the thing is, it's like, it's kind of narcissistic and self-centered to be like, I'm into this.
Wait a minute.
But not the
So
part.
I can't decorate my house with things that I like.
You can, but you're going to be a dickhead.
I have to feed I have to pay the candy toll.
The side effect is that you're luring kids.
The trick-or-treaters
What
be
if
disappointed.
I have my house decorated 365 days of the year?
Well, not in Baldwin Park.
You need to be prepared.
In fact, you'll get a letter today if you still your shit still
the
up.
side effect is like
a
if you
lot
leave
of
a
people
banana out,
weighing in.
you're going to get fruit
You
fly.
can do whatever you want.
Owen from Ono Radio Show is 100% with you on this. The fact that there should be, it's okay. The big idea that we're talking about here is Halloween protocol, right? That's what we're talking about.
It's because
it's manners. It's Halloween
etiquette,
manners. It's etiquette.
That's what I'm talking about. The etiquette of it, because you could do whatever the fuck you. I mean,
this must have bothered you. How many? It must have been more houses than
it was
a couple houses.
You
right?
should have TP'd their house.
It was only a couple.
You got to take some eggs with you, man.
I knew
See, everybody
teens
nodded.
would.
Nobody does it anymore. You don't see TP
I do.
Well,
very
TP's
much.
expensive
I do.
now.
If you don't give out good candy, if you don't give out any candy, and you're just teasing everybody, you should get TP'd
Or eggs.
No,
and nobody's
always
doing that
TP,
anymore.
The TP is bullshit.
I thought
Egg
about
all day long.
I thought about
fucks them up bad.
shitting in my hand and throwing it at their car.
That's harsh.
That's
a little
too
harsh.
hard.
It's Because you're a chimpanzee.
Why in the hand?
I was like, my kids are
Why
around,
in
my
the
mom
hand?
is there, you know.
I
like,
have,
Just go
They
straight
need
on
to
the
learn that
car.
lesson.
it's what like primates do.
Well, you just said something that
And I could do it in my shorts.
I can see you just going feral. Like,
So not that it's- you know, I don't
This
want to
is-
pull my pants down in front of kids.
this is related, unrelated. But last night I went to take a shower. I just gotten a haircut. I had the hair on me, and it was itching me all day.
Yeah.
And before we went out to trick or treat, I got in the shower. And I told Andrew, I got to get this hair off me. And I got in the shower and I went to fart. And I thought it was more than a fart. And I'm just, it's related, unrelated. And I like in the bottom of my shower, there's a drain. Everybody has this. But you can take the top off of it. And I had to take the top off the drain.
What?
No,
because you
you're gonna
pooped
poop
in
in
the
your drain.
shower.
Come on,
I shit in the shower.
just step outside
No,
into the toilet.
I squatted over the drain.
You say that's an animal?
I squatted over the drain, and I
come on.
shit
Because
directly.
you're a gentleman. You're a gentleman.
No.
Directly into the drain.
That's not the same.
It is the same.
I know it's the same.
you say
it
trick or
goes to the
treat?
same place, but
treat.
No, the water will. Yeah.
it'll be down there, and you'll
no,
poo poo down
it's
there.
not- no, it doesn't stay down there.
I-
The water will wash it down.
Yeah, I mean,
What
I
are you
checked.
telling
Was
me?
it
it's gonna get caught on hair.
liquid or solid?
Solid.
So you had to foot stomp it
Who
down.
takes a
No,
solid shit
no,
in
no,
their...
no, no. It like
What do you shit like a rabbit? Like how big's your drain?
Well, it was like it was like that big, and then it had.
I am a professional.
I
am a professional journalist.
Okay, I had one of
apologize.
these. I had one of these, and I had one of these, and I had one of those.
Three?
So you had 3 little minis.
Yeah.
Little
Three
fun-sized
fun
Snickers.
sizes.
Did you
And then-
machine
Go
gun
to
them?
the
And
toilet.
then I used my legs to kick water, and then they swirled.
By the way, this is crazier than anything I've ever said. Let's just keep that in.
Well-
Let's put that on the record.
I have never
it's up
pooped in the
there.
shower.
yeah.
That's
Like,
ridiculous.
You're shitting 3 logs in your shower. The
No,
toilet's right there.
Are you full of fiber?
I didn't actively choose to shit those out. I farted, and I thought I shit.
and you
and
machine
then-
gunned out 3 turds?
That's pretty accurate. It wasn't machine gun style.
Does that happen when you sneeze? That seems like you need some more control.
Tom looks embarrassed.
Do you know what Kegels are?
I do.
Yeah?
I do them. I do them.
How long did you end up trick or treating last night?
We came in about the time you did. I want to say we were in bed around 8:15. You know, like it wasn't that. You know, like around here though, it gets a little crazy. You got Martini Witches, Dr.
Yeah.
Beer's out. You know, you got Tactical Brewery. You know, doing crowlers. Like it was pretty.
How bad were you guys sweating?
It was bad.
I was not because I forewent a costume and I just did t-shirt, shorts, flip flops, and then in my costume was a light up candy corn necklace
Nice.
that my neighbor gifted me. Yeah, it's a
really
dope-
disappointed in that, too.
It's a dope necklace.
Why
How
doesn't
did
Baldwin
old-
Park lean into that Halloween thing? Like, they could be making a lot of money. This should be like the place to go.
oh, the profit?
right.
Charge people to get in.
it's too independent. You know, you're there's no way you're going to get the Martini Witches, which are 3 ladies that make martinis and give them to like adults, or Dr. Beer. They're not going to play nice together because they're independent. They all want to be the king.
I got it. Next year, Brendan, we'll get some construction vests. You can get them for cheap.
yeah.
And then we'll start, we get some flags, and then we'll start charging for parking because everybody.
Yeah, but parking's free.
You could do
like
like
not everybody. Like, here's the thing.
Oh, people don't know that. I like that.
get some like daycare people to walk your kids for you through their neighborhood, and the parents can all go party on Broad Street.
I mean, when I park next to the Citrus Bowl or Camping World, I assume that I could always park on the in front of the shady apartment complex.
Right, right.
I don't think that costs
me-
money at all times, but it does during event nights.
Right.
Me, if
I
I
don't
cannot-
question it. I don't tell the guy like, "Hey, this parking's fucking free, and I'm not paying you." I just pay my money.
I have never
We could do the
been-
same thing.
Here's a fun fact. I've never been to a Vans Warp Tour where I didn't park at a black church.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's if
they
you
charge you?
if you put on
Oh,
a
yeah.
construction vest, you could charge for parking anywhere because no one's going to question it.
Halloween hot take coming in from Twitch, twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live. Cole Post 285 or 65 says, how do you feel about people driving their kids from house to house, either on golf cart or in a car? Some dude almost ran a kid over and honked at my sister because he was trying to drive his kids from door to door.
That's ridiculous. Unless you live.
Everybody knows you one
You gotta
wheel
walk.
around in a wagon.
You gotta walk. No, you gotta walk.
I was cutting through College Park last night. I saw a lot of golf carts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting those around here. Baldwin's kind of becoming golf carty. I'm not sure how I feel about
I
it.
don't like
They
it.
drive their
Yeah.
kids to school in them, right? Like they're caravanning kids.
They
to
do.
school.
I don't. I walk.
Rich
All right.
people love golf carts
Yeah.
because you could drive them easily drunk. Because they equate it
Yeah.
perfectly. Like, I play golf all the time drunk. I drive it fine. I'll
Yeah,
just
drunk, 3 drunk.
Let's move this to my house and my everyday life.
Yeah, I'm just playing life golf.
Yeah.
You know, like-
Yeah. I love it. It's quiet.
Watch me putt my daughter into her daycare. Putt. You know,
Putt.
yeah.
Every single person driving a golf cart after 6 p.m. is drunk. I'm just telling you. Man, the statistics prove
Man,
it.
you are. Is this agree with Tom Friday?
I'm telling you.
Like everything you're saying, I'm agreeing with.
So, last thing before the break, I put
I
up
love you, Brendan. I want to marry you.
a BDM contest, which I put out these contests, never
Yeah,
got prizes.
why do you do this
I don't
and
know why
fight
he
with
does
Seth?
this.
Why do you fight with Seth?
No, I'm going to ruin his business.
What happened?
that's
I
a-
missed this. What happened?
Oh,
I walked in this morning,
bullied-
and then I heard this guy, like, I got in a little later than normal just because of Halloween last night. I hear this guy yelling with Samantha. I'm going to say with, not at. And he's yelling, well, burn his business down, picket his business. This motherfucker, he's yelling.
Well, when you say with Samantha, I wasn't yelling.
no, you
I
were
asked a
fine.
simple question.
I feel so sorry for you.
What's the business? What are you talking about?
He's very mad at Seth Petrozelli.
I bully him every once in a while by tagging him in a BDM post in a contest and making him the judge of it. Because
Which he does not want to participate
I
in.
know that's
No.
why it's bullying. If he wanted to do it, that makes me not want to do it. But so he can't help himself because everybody that comments on the thing, he gets an alert because he was tagged in
Right.
the original post. So it drives him crazy.
I hate that.
Because his own narcissism makes it so that he can't look if someone's commenting him on social media or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's basically a way to torture him throughout the day. I get great pleasure out of it.
It's the worst part of having a Halloween now with Facebook. When you have a birthday, everybody is
Yeah.
messaging you.
Yeah.
And I told that to Scotty last night. My man, I was like, I can't handle all this love right now. I need to just get some work done. And everybody's telling me how much they love me and how great this day is. And I'm like, shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Yeah.
That's why you turn off notifications and never look at them.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for all that.
So anyway, now Seth's trying to get at me by claiming that he's not going to pick a winner to this contest and that I got to do it. And he refuses to. So I just told Samantha
Well, he
that,
started screaming he's going to take his business down.
that I'm going to get all BDMs
you gotta pick it out front.
to call all the sponsors
Leave
and
bad
destroy
reviews,
destroy
yeah.
his business, and that's what I'll do if he doesn't pick a goddamn winner to my. What I forgot the contest, whatever it was.
Noted.
Pick a winner, Seth. I'll fucking burn your business down through BDMs. Not really, because that's a
That's
felony,
illegal.
and I
It's on tape now.
but
what
I'll
about-
fucking burn your business down, but not like
It was the picture
really
of you and your
burn-
wife, and you had the
Oh, yeah.
dickhead
Mushroom
haircut.
pick a winner, Seth. I'll
Your-
get it.
But then you made your wife a judge of another picture
Yeah,
contest.
I like
God.
making other
He
people
gets
judges.
high in these
where
things.
it was basically
I'm
like
gonna pick some judges.
when you were a kid, like your worst Halloween costume, post
Yeah.
a picture. Did you guys see the Nazi kid?
Yes, well, the Hitler. That's what I was going to talk about.
Wait, who was Hitler Kiss?
So there was a BDM.
There's BDM
I'm
in
not
there.
going to
Yeah.
talk about him his name. But
There were some bad ones, but when that one popped up, I
wow,
was like,
yeah, that's bad.
now here,
whose parents dress you as
Did-
Hitler?
that's
My
He dressed
God.
himself.
he looked old enough to like
he's
maybe
probably like 10.
yeah, he's like 10 or 11. But what? That's what I was going to ask.
Hitler?
What parent? I wish he'd call in because I'd be like, what did your parents say?
Right.
Like, did your parents say like, oh, look at that?
They probably thought
Little
it was
Johnny's
funny.
dressed like
Yeah,
Hitler.
look at him
It's
go.
fine.
Devil's advocate. Why is that less cooler than, say, like, a movie villain, right?
Okay, well,
That's fake.
or like
That's fake.
or like Genghis Khan.
Thanos
Dressing up as Genghis Khan.
didn't
Holy-
murder millions of people.
Brenda brings up a good point. If you dress your kid like Genghis Khan, and I mean they're in the
That's not
same.
good either.
Yeah,
Stalin.
that's bad. That's Stalin is bad.
So-
Mussolini
They
bad.
had this big Pompeii exhibit coming to Orlando Science Center, and they were asking people for like cool party ideas. And I was like, "Let's do a Pompeii toga party." And I talked about it on Bungalow on the Bus, and we got so much mail saying it was like too soon to have a Pompeii toga party.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Like,
ridiculous.
You gotta cover yourself in ashes, right?
I want to do it at like Volcano Bay toga party. Pompeii
That's dope.
theme. I think that is so funny.
I don't think Universal's going to touch that,
But you're renting. They wouldn't say no. You just do it yourself.
that's expensive.
The rule is 100 years.
100
I'm
years?
putting it down there.
Okay.
Pre 1900, all bets are off. You
All
could
right.
make fun of anything. The 1900s, we're not there. Once
So
it's
like
2100, then
like a
Hitler's
go
on
crazy
years.
with Hitler.
So like 100 years
Yeah.
from 2016,
21
there's going to be
all right.
Bill Cosby crazy?
I'm saying,
I saw
like, yeah.
Michael Jackson last night.
Yeah, yeah. and-
Here's the thing, though. It's
No,
weird
no.
when you have your kid dress up as something like that.
But they
right?
did he choose it or did he?
It looked like he was old enough to basically have a choice of it.
I just want to be Hitler.
I just want now. The kid doesn't. I mean,
Hey,
the kid's looking at it
Sometimes
like
you just want to be Hitler, man.
the kid does have no idea.
Don't write that down.
It's
Is he Hitler the painter or Hitler the?
it's inappropriate and it's culturally inappropriate. The kid doesn't have no idea about that. But the parents, how do the parents look?
Yeah.
They're like, I gotta go trick or treating as
Yeah.
Hitler.
There's a line between like encouraging your kid to be an individual and do stuff, and then also being like, we
Right.
got to prepare you for the world, and there's an impact that will happen. Something will happen to you.
Yeah, and it's the 80s. Like
Yeah.
your grandfather's still in his like 60s, and he fought Hitler. Like it's too close. Like
Yeah.
when your grandfather or like people around you have like
Interesting.
literally, it's too. The rule's got to be 100 years. Anyway, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll do some news.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff, bunch of good music, too. Do you guys know of the band Refused?
Yes.
No.
They, after like 14 years of doing nothing, they have a new album out called The Economy of Death, so you're going to hear them now. They're so good. 1-844-TOMNDAN if you want to call and leave us a voicemail message. Show at tomanddan.com for an email. We'll be right back.
Scumbags! What's going on? It is Sam and Trav with your BDM clip of the week. I'm Sam.
And I'm Trav.
Oh, it's a rough week.
Lord have mercy, woman.
This week on the BDM show, we talked about something that comes up quite a bit, the Asian massage parlors.
Yeah, get ready to get uncomfortable.
We had a listener call in and give us his review, I guess.
His tips for getting a happy ending, if you will.
Let's check out the clip.
But he says, I licked her from head to toe, and I got to her sweet spot. She reached down with both hands, opening herself up as she arched her back. She tasted so good, it didn't take long before she started to shake, and her stomach muscles tightened. She pulled my head deeper into her perfect rose. It was so hot. We went through every position before finishing in Canine. I don't want to go, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. This is my all-time favorite massage place.
I don't know why it grosses me out more when someone says K9.
Yeah. Well, it grosses me out more when the guy's writing like he's writing a fucking penthouse for
That
him,
was
and he's
pretty
like,
good. He's a pretty
she
good
pulled
writer.
me
No,
deeper into her
gross.
perfect rose. I'm
Yeah,
like, you're,
I don't think that.
I've seen a lot of them. None of them look like a fucking rose.
Most of those are not like the Asian massage parlors. Most you're not going to get the full service. Most of them you're just going to get the hand jibber, and they'll pull their tits out and stuff.
Oh, that's so bad.
Angrily,
Some lady in a Garfield fucking nightgown will pull her tits out the top. She's in there fucking giving you a sad hand job. You get some cum on her nightshirt. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they take their shirts off.
Yeah.
So
Then
they
you're
don't
back
know.
in your fucking Camry and you're going to Mr. Car Wash. You get your car wash. You're eating a
dick's
fucking.
still oily.
You're eating a Wawa Sizzly.
I
How do you even look at yourself?
My God, those reviews are so cringeworthy.
Very descriptive,
I
though.
will say I don't believe a fucking word of that. I
No?
think these guys are all
Trolling?
like creative writers and just trying to find their audience.
What's the audience?
Creeps.
All right. Well, to hear the rest of this
Podcast.
episode, you need to sign up to become a BDM.
At tomanddan.com.
It's Precision Door of Central Florida. I saw a Facebook post the other day on our BDM page. It said, so the wife and I did a thing on Friday, silent. treatment package is legit.
For a second, I thought it was his wife was giving him the silent treatment. I was like, I had that too on Saturday.
He says, I actually have to look and see if the garage is opening or closing. It's so quiet.
You do.
And he was just said, another satisfied customer, hashtag precision door service. I saw a bunch of different. Oh, this is another one that it was recently. It said, I called Big Tim. He came by, gave me a deal on the precision silent package, got a new motor and the rail and the nylon wheels, just like me and Daniel got, and a new jack shaft spring. Don't laugh.
It's my favorite Rolling Stones song.
Is that the tech came out the next day, and I think it took less than 2 hours to do everything. I should have taken a video for before and after to show you how quiet it is. It's crazy how much of a difference it makes. It is. Like, when you get that silent package, you're like, oh my God, I didn't even know this was possible.
There's two things that, have to do with, I think, the manufacturing. Okay, so you got the motor.
Yeah.
And then you got those nylon wheels and the sleeves that make it quiet. But here's the thing that I believe personally that only Precision does. They're techs, the guys that come out there and do this, they take the time to balance that garage door.
Yes.
And not everybody does that. Mine actually has some wear and tear. Eventually, I'm going to require a new door, not because of anything that Precision did. Actually, they saved the door. It was more the bank when they put in the cheap components.
Yeah.
They put in a really cheap motor, and it wasn't balanced. So every time that door would go up and down, it was just ruining it. So I actually am going to have to spend money because it wasn't done correctly the first time. So that's my point is that they've been doing this. It's all that they do. Precision is a massive company. You're going to see the van. It's one of their vans, by the way. It's not a subcontractor.
Yeah.
They use their own guys.
Yeah.
It's just a better product.
Yeah, 100%. And if you call Big Tim, he works for Precision Door.
Yep.
407-710-BDMS. That's 407-710-2367. Big Tim will answer the phone, and he'll get you taken care of. If you need a whole new door, you can get 5%
Andrea's
off.
dad did that.
Yeah.
He got the money off. He got a whole brand new door. He needed one. Eventually, I'm going to have to take advantage of that as well.
Yeah, and just tell him that you're a Tom and Dan listener, 5% off a whole new door, or ask for that silent package. They can do it all. It's Precision Door of Central Florida.
I know you're going to ask about that. That's Isabel Campbell with Running Down a Dream, a cover of Tom Petty's classic hit. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
Tom. Brendan.
Shots?
Let's do some shots. Why not?
You already drank yours.
I drank somebody else's too, so it wasn't very nice. I drank somebody else's.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we toasting to? Normally we have Butler here to bumble through a toast, but would you like to do the honors? Would you like to do a toast?
No, that's too much pressure.
Well, to Brendan's birthday.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, to me.
Yeah, I got two. We'll go to Brendan's birthday and to the fact that we have a BDM who actually saved my mom's life, and my mom's leg problem is down to one Band-Aid now.
No,
that's good, right? We can drink to that.
That's a toast.
Well, you could see the bone before, so the fact that it's a Band-Aid now is amazing, and that is that's fucking science right there. So cheers to that.
Yeah.
To science and Halloween.
And to the...
Oh my God, that's harsh.
That's not great.
Wow.
I had a feeling that one was going to be a little rough.
How did you do that?
I did too. It feels good.
It does not.
He didn't even flinch when he took it.
I felt it down to my hips.
You want to play that Pariah song?
Yeah, Pariah Mike did a song for us. Oh,
Get it together.
God damn it. Let me find this.
So,
Are you guys
Pariah
talking
Mike
into
has
your
a
shots?
podcast called Fort Arawak, and in his Facebook group, he
Saved
posted
my
a
life.
poll basically asking which show should I go after. That it was very ambiguous. Nobody really knew what it meant. And then he sent us this song because Tom and Dan won the poll.
Yeah, here we go. He's coming after us. Oh, hold on.
Ground floor, lobby, going up.
Huh, security's pretty lax. They let me bring my chainsaw.
69th floor, penthouse, corporate offices, studio.
Hello? Thomas? Daniel? Butler? Sam? Is anyone here? I can hear you. Why are you crying? Let me in. Why is the door locked? You're making me mad now.
Look what you're making me do!
So step inside, let's take a ride inside my fucked up mind. So leave your hopes and leave your dreams, let's leave some skin behind. Your initiation into pain and into paradise. My guarantee this is the last time you'll do it live. So stop the bleeding with Thomas, we'll jack the one wheel and promise they'll be the last thing that you ever gamble on in your life. We'll start to tie up your wrist, you'll be so fucked up you wish that I'm the guy the bookie came to come and boil your feet. Your flesh will tear at the seams and you'll be shitting sweet beans. I'll leave your fat dad flanks at the murder scene. I'll leave grass angels with your corpse, of course. It's gonna be left on a stranger's lawn, the only corpse. The murderous member of the mediocre corpse. Special needs detective, and I've already fucked that dead horse. Fuck you.
Wow. Aggressive.
It's fine. We're all just here to get out of here.
We're all just here to get out of here.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. We're all just here to get out of here.
Who knew that Tom was writing the new hip hop smash?
Right?
Daniel, dude, it's such an honor to meet you. Would you sign my knife?
Daniel, I love you. I want to be like you. But how do I do it? Guess I'll get inside you. I'm like a dentist, open your mouth and get this dick. Skin you, spin you round on my dick like a stuck pig. I'm in it, hit it, spit it,
I've had
and quit
this
it
dream.
from side to side. You know I'm BDM, so I'll ride you till you die. He sounds of joy, he sounds of pain. The sounds of screams when your ass prolapse again. Now Buddy is the bit and you do impressions. So do one of my cock teaching you a lesson.
My
now Susan
God.
is a cunt and I'll slap that face. Got mascara on my backhand, believe was a disgrace.
See,
No,
hide in your
seriously.
questions.
Fuck that guy.
It's fine, it's fine. We're all just here to get out of here. It's fine, it's fine. We're all just here to get out of here.
There you go. A little Halloween magic from.
So he murdered Tom and fucked Dan to death?
Yeah, I think he fucked me to death. Yeah, it's the way I want to go.
You know what's
I think me and Butler got the hell out of there. We survived.
What's not scary is white guy rapping like he's an
He's
ICP.
not white.
He's not white? What? Hold on, what is he?
Chilean.
Oh, well, I put that in the white category.
Yeah. Chile, if you're Chilean, you're white.
Yeah. It's a black
Everybody's
and white thing.
white unless you're black.
It's
That's a white guy math.
That's semantics.
You
You scared me for a second because I was like, oh, I've been envisioning and met the wrong guy that you're talking about. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know what Pariah Mike looks like. All right, Pariah. I'm sure.
All right, get your little fun and games out of the way.
I'm sure your wife loves how you're spending your time. Whatever.
So many show references, though, man.
I know.
He did a
So
good
good.
job.
I know.
Love him.
Thank
love
you
him.
for
Your
doing what
freedom.
you're doing.
Thank you for our freedom.
But again, when you're on your deathbed and looking back at what you've done for your life, just keep in mind that these are the things you'll be thinking about.
Yeah.
And,
I wish I'd done another one.
if I only would have done 2 ICP rap songs.
I should have fucked them both to death. Missed opportunity.
You want to do some news?
The hell is that?
I still love that drum.
How am I supposed to do news after that?
Yeah, here, I'll give you your hard-hitting news theme song.
Okay. It's Brendan O'Connor
Check
from
in with
Bungalow.com.
news with Brendan O'Connor.
Brought to you by White Claw.
All right.
Brendan O'Connor's drinking White Claw right now.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to drive myself to the beach after this.
You going to the beach after
That was my plan.
It's cold outside. It's not that cold.
Life.
Gay guy dressed as a news guy on the beach.
Gay guy dressed as a news guy.
Let's go live to Brendan O'Connor's dressed as a newsboy on the beach. He's gay. Brendan, tell us what's happening out there.
I'm not wearing any pants. And a seagull just took my wallet.
What's the first story, Brendan?
I guess we could talk. Do you guys want to talk about the election?
Yeah.
I don't want you to lose listeners.
No. We normally don't talk politics, but
I don't either.
Well, there's a lot that you can talk about it that doesn't have to do with politics, I think.
And this is why we like to have different news people.
I don't agree with that statement, but we'll go with it.
If you say so, troll.
Because every person they bring in to do the news has a different spin on it.
True,
They
true.
pick the stories they want to talk about.
Fisher, hard-hitting conservative racist.
Yeah. I saw him today.
Yeah, he came in here, he said, the black people outside are crazy again. I'm like, I know.
And I coming in after him? Was he your first choice for this segment?
No.
No, all right.
So, politics.
I can be racist, I guess.
What do we got here?
The election's
That's
coming
what
up.
Pop-Pop used to
Let's not
say.
do any of that.
I can be racist, I guess.
That's what you want. I guess I can be racist. Indian people are taking our jobs.
All right. I wouldn't necessarily call that racism.
Are they
Tom
really?
doesn't think anything's racist unless it's specifically against black people.
I mean, are they really taking our jobs, or are they just better at all jobs?
I mean, they're taking call center jobs. By the way, nobody wants that, so that's fine. The same thing with all the jobs that other people are willing to do. We don't want to do. I'm just saying. Does anybody want to go pick strawberries? Call center? No.
That is hard.
I like picking strawberries,
So
but only with my daughter, and only for Instagram photos.
And you can't eat them. There's no eating the strawberries and looking cute.
Oh, I do.
No, not if you're a professional strawberry picker for your visa. that won't work.
So what do we got?
We got a local election coming up, and Mayor John Buddy Dyer has been in office for 16 years. He's hoping to get another 4.
Okay, I love Buddy, but I'm going to do a hot take.
All right.
I don't like that new commercial he's running where he's like, everybody else in the world, they're fucking crazy and everything's shitty. But here in Orlando, everything's great. And I'm the happiest mayor alive. And I'm like, oh,
Call
my
me buddy.
God.
Call me buddy.
And I look at him and I'm like, I'm more miserable than I've ever been. And it has nothing to do with you or anything, but I'm just saying, don't tell me that. I don't like you telling me how fucking happy you are.
Well, he's happy.
No, he is, and I love Orlando. Don't get me wrong.
I love Orlando too, but it's not. There's a lot going wrong around here.
There's a lot going wrong with everything,
Yeah.
but like. Did you get that vibe at all? A little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe pick through the embers here to find the good parts.
How long can you be the mayor? Forever if you want?
Yeah,
Forever till you die.
Then there's no term limit.
There's no term limit
for anybody, commissioners or the mayor, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
But they don't do that much, right? No offense to Buddy.
No.
No, it's a
They do a lot.
figurehead.
And
It's
they
a
actually-
figurehead, though, right?
No. They actually call it in Orlando. It's called a strong mayor setup, where he has a lot of executive powers. He has a lot of decision making abilities.
My God.
There was a guy in Apopka who was the mayor for 61 years. You know,
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
nobody ran
Apopka,
against him.
come on.
61 years.
You know,
When did he become mayor?
We only go to Apopka for barbecue. Everybody
become
knows
mayor
that.
when he turned-
right? I mean, let's
That's
be
true.
honest.
I'd never go to
Let's
Apopka
be
except
honest.
for
The
Porky's.
only reason to go to Apopka is Porky's barbecue.
Yeah.
Any other reason other than that, if you tell me that, I go, you're a fucking idiot.
Or
Like,
it's
it's
like-
not. I mean,
I couldn't afford Altamont.
look. As far as I'm concerned,
Hey, come
Porky's is Apopka. We
yeah.
shouldn't say Porky's
Yeah.
of Apopka. It should
Yeah.
just be Porky's is
Nothing against
Apopka.
Apopka. It's not a destination.
No,
neither is Mainland.
Look,
neither
I'm not
is
trying to be an asshole. I'm just saying. It's
Castleberry.
just, it's like people that say Orlando's a big city. It's not.
No.
It's just not a big city. I mean,
So the only reason I even knew Buddy Dyer was running for election, because I see the signs. Like I don't know
the commercial. You got to see the commercial.
I don't watch TV.
Maybe I can find it.
I don't watch commercials.
I don't either.
Oh yeah, so I never encountered.
I haven't even seen the signs though. I didn't.
It's the first time in 16 years he's actually had somebody who like maybe is kind of interesting. There's two people running against him. There's Sam Ings, who is a commissioner, who's a District 6 commissioner, who used to work for the OPD for 30 years, and he thinks they're not transparent enough. But like, actually, to narrow down like how transparent this dude is, when he talks in city commission, they have to give like a recap of who they had meetings with during the week. He will tell you down to like what type of sandwich he had. And how much he paid.
Wow.
Because he wants everybody to know that he's not holding anything back.
I mean, I get it, but I almost feel like in you're doing that, like that almost turns me off.
He's the reason I don't
I'm
go to
very
city
fickle.
council.
You got to get me right in that sweet spot.
It's too much. I don't want to hear about your roast beef, Mr. Ings. Thank you very much.
I don't want to hear about anybody's roast beef, especially my wife's. Ew. Ate it last night.
And I also assume there has to be a certain amount of shit that goes on that we probably would look down upon or like judge, but they just keep it under wraps. They keep it like,
I just
don't
took
know.
a shit and I used 4 squares of toilet paper. Full transparency.
For instance, like every casino has to take someone to the underground bunker and smash their hands, right? It's something that we don't want to see, but I understand that it's, it has to happen
I would actually
to make this business run correctly.
It's been 0 days since we had to smash someone's hands in our basement bunker.
Listen, if,
the term smash hands is like really affecting me.
Smashing hands.
I mean, here's the thing.
Don't smash the hands.
I like Buddy Dyer, and I'm fine with him being.
He gave you guys your own official day.
Yeah,
how do you not like him?
I'm fine with him being the mayor forever.
He made fun of me for being short.
Come on, man.
By the way, buddy, you're short too.
Like, I
smash his hands.
I liked him even more after his son crashed into that tree.
Yeah, with a bong.
And threw his bong out the window. I'm like, my son will do that. I'm like, my son will do that one day. I've done that.
I like him. I like John Dyer.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Buddy because I feel like it's a marketing thing. You know, call me Buddy.
His real name's not Buddy?
Yeah.
What?
And he's like, I'm the happy. In the commercial, he goes, I'm the happiest mayor in the world. And I'm like,
you know,
I wouldn't vote for John Dyer.
I'd be happy too.
His last name is Dyer. Sounds bad. Buddy makes everything good.
Makes everything. And then you're like,
Buddy is bong throwing. Dyer is dead.
And Buddy could stay in for 20 years, but John, you might ask some questions, right? So, I don't like being sold something, and I feel like I'm being sold something.
All right.
I do like him.
I like your spin. I'm glad that you brought this to our forum. Normally, we wouldn't kick this around. I think this is great.
A lot of people don't talk about it. We take it for granted because we like Buddy. He seems unassuming.
I do like him.
He goes he does the circuit.
Let it be said, I like him, and he knows who we are, and he's always been very, very, very cool to you and
I liked him better when he was fat.
That means
really,
apparently, according to the Orlando Weekly, he still is. Did you see the cover this week?
No, I didn't.
They did the worst illustration. He looks like a hairy frog.
Why would you do that?
It's the worst.
Maybe they don't want him as mayor, so they're drawing him.
That's subtle.
They call him
everything is suspect now.
King Buddy is what they're calling it,
and they put a crown and a
crown on him, and he looks like a frog. Not great. But that being said, like I just think it's important to not take it for granted. Like they shouldn't expect that they can stay for as long as they want if you're in an elected position. Like Patty Sheehan. I love Patty Sheehan, and I don't know what would happen if she was ever not commissioner. Because she would, that's like her identity.
Yeah.
But that's not okay. Like you can't. That's an elected position that we need people to fight for us.
I love and hate everything you're saying right now.
I know it's really tough.
No, but because I
love Patty.
I like Patty too, man. She's been like, God, one of the most amazing moments I've ever had in my life of watching like celebrities or like local media melt down was when Patty Sheehan and Wanzi was dressed as the Pope in Hamburger Mary's, and they got into a fight.
Yeah.
And I was there because it was the Watermark Awards, and I'm sitting there watching this, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I'll ever see. And they're yelling at you, and I'm just eating a overpriced gay hamburger. And
glitter all over.
Oh, it was delicious, but it was just weird, and so I get what you're saying.
Listen, I admit I'm the worst, participant in community.
Have you ever voted in a local election?
No,
I'm not calling
but
you out.
does it make you want to?
No, never even thought about it. Don't know where it is, when it is.
But why? This would make me ask you, you're
I'm bad. Believe me,
you're listening to Brendan, and I know you love your sons more than anything in the world, and I know you want their future to be good, and more than likely they're going to be rooted here, I would imagine, unless something catastrophic happens. Could be my pancreatic cancer that I'm convinced that I have. But
kids usually leave town.
But regardless of that, let's say they stay here. You want it to be good, right? So. Does it change your mind about wanting to be maybe a bit more? Because it is a little weird. I'll throw it out there. It's weird that you and I broadcast as much as we do inside of Orlando, and we have none, nothing that has to do with anything political whatsoever. We don't have people come on. We don't talk about it. Well, we've always kind of vowed
we're not far away from us.
Yeah, we've always said we're not going to be that show.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it. Well, first, there's a little bit of a nothing matters thing in my head, which is bad to say.
That's me. Look at every president since I've been active in working, and look at where I am now, and what impact did they have on my life? The answer is 0.
No, I understand.
You think that?
Yeah. I know. I understand, and I know that you should be more. Involved and stuff, but
a little.
Here would be my response if I ever found out Buddy Dyer didn't get reelected. I'd be like, huh. And then I'd go about my life, and I would not think about it again ever in my life.
And that's the thing. And so we don't cover, Bungalower doesn't cover politics. We have a dinner table test, and religion and politics just are things that you generally don't talk about.
Yeah.
That being said, I think I kind of want to change that, and I think people should be talking about these people because they do impact what we're doing.
Oh yeah,
they have huge budgets that they spend on local initiatives, and there's some commissioners that would rather spend the money on SWAN programs versus actually getting jobs for homeless people. So we've housed these homeless people. But now they don't have anything to do during the day because they don't have any
homeless
jobs.
people on the swans and
there we
then
go.
push them into
Make
the
this
ocean.
guy the mayor.
Right? Mayor Daniel.
It's too heavy.
If Mayor Dan did
on the swan boat.
Yes.
We don't need to talk about that. Anyway.
If Mayor Dan... Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
Mayor Dan Dennis here. I would put the homeless people on the swans.
Yeah.
I'll push them into the ocean.
Yeah, there it is.
And then I'll say there is unlimited alcohol and drugs over the horizon. Keep peddling.
Yeah.
And they'll just...
that's
there
good.
it is. I'll get behind that.
And
vote for Dennis.
Off they go. A vote for Dennis is a vote for you.
It's just something to keep an eye on. It is also kind of boring. So it's local politics are kind of boring. They're not high stakes enough to keep people interested. So there's an election coming up. If you find it interesting, we have a voting guide on bungalower.com that breaks down who these people are.
Will you come in and keep us abreast of your voting guide?
Yeah, I could. Well, it's only next week is the election.
Yeah.
So.
I don't want to know.
Remember.
Cancel my idea. I don't care. Yeah.
I would, but no.
I'm not.
How about this
Does
pulse
it have anything
thing?
to do with legalizing weed? That's something I can get
Anything weed, yes. Unless it's is weed bad?
We're trying to do
no.
a pot dinner for people who are medical marijuana card
Are
holders.
you a card?
I'm not, but somebody wants to get us.
Fuck, Brendan?
Yeah.
Just get your card.
I'm Canadian.
card?
I'm Canadian.
Yeah, but you buy...
That's where you should be.
Honest... Give me an honest answer. Don't bullshit me.
Why don't I have a card?
Do you buy?
I don't
do
have
you buy
glaucoma.
illegal weed? You smoke.
I do smoke.
Don't put him on the spot.
No,
it's like a news
I
guy.
put everybody on the spot.
You know his partner is a fucking narc.
It's day after his birthday.
Stop snitching on me.
People are listening.
But not the right people.
Are they, Brendan? I'm convinced they are not.
The ones that are, though, will have no bearing on your future
Yeah, they
career.
love you. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I've never inhaled. I've never inhaled.
Unless you got a foot problem, that's it. That's the only time I've ever seen him help.
Just the mouth feel. I'm just doing it for the mouth feel of the weed. That's it. No. Cough it up.
Dying.
Pulse just announced their winning design for the Pulse Museum and the
God, that's,
memorial.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Did you
too.
see
It's
the
so
designs?
sad.
Did you see them?
Well, it's my birthday.
Oh.
Is the Pulse Massacres. So,
wow.
like,
Yeah.
I am very... I didn't want to be connected to it, but I am, and man, it makes me sad. Like, it really affects me. Like, I do not... Like, it is not good.
Is it for a statue or something? Or for the...
Way more.
Okay.
You need to see. We just actually shared one of the renderings on our Instagram.
It's huge.
It is enormous.
Yes.
Yeah,
The museum
it's gonna
looks
be
like
big.
a nuclear, that's a hard word, nuclear power plant.
It
Just
does
say
kinda,
nuke
yeah.
and then clear. That's how you get
It's
it.
its own.
Where's it gonna be
Nuclear.
at?
Nuclear.
Nuclear.
It's gonna be on the side of like a meat packing plant.
Oh, that's good.
Just up the street from the actual club. So the club will be made into a memorial, which
It kinda already
using that
is.
footprint. It's going to have like reflecting pools and 49 trees and 49 bands of color going around it.
I think that's good, yeah.
Yeah, you can walk through the middle of like what looks like the building.
But, like, I don't know if I could do that.
And then the
because
museum
that's
is
where
huge.
it...
Did they
like,
buy the club? Like, did the city buy the club from the owner?
The city tried to buy it, and then the owner turned it down, Barbara Poma. She was like, no,
Yeah.
we're just going to do this ourselves. So it's a privately owned public memorial. And they've gotten $10 million from the tourist.
Is it weird that it's privately owned, though? Do people still
there
get
were
the...
some people that were sketchy
initially,
about
my
her.
vibe is, that's sketchy. But I'm not saying... Look, I'm saying my initial vibe when he says that is ew.
Yeah.
But
that's also my bias because I think it's a little weird myself. When we talk about it on Bungalow on the Bus, I don't.
What do most people? What is the vibe on the street of?
You can't talk about it. Like I get in trouble. Like you might get some comments when this airs. Like
That's fine.
People might be upset that I kind of question.
No, I think it's okay to question things. I mean, because like, look, we're not questioning.
We're talking it out.
We're not questioning the shit on. Let me preface.
Yeah,
we're
I don't know
questioning
anything
to
about it.
find out.
So
I want more info.
Okay.
I'm not questioning
Was
the
there a
shit
way to
on
profit off
anything.
it?
I don't know anything about this. All I know is this tragedy happened on my birthday, and I've moved my birthday to June 14th, which is my daughter's birthday.
Okay.
You know, like
what you wanted to do anyway. Because you love your daughter so much. You
I
just wanted
do,
to share
but
it
I'm
with
just like, I don't want to be
Yeah.
connected with that.
Yeah.
Like, I had a birthday party on June 12th, the year after, and it was like me and there were like Detective Barb was there. You were there. Like, it was not good, man. It was bad. It was like really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, just moving on. Like, if you live in Orlando, don't do anything fun on June 12th.
What?
Wow.
No, don't.
Well, there's that whole like keep dancing Orlando movie.
No.
Have fun now?
No fun on that
Okay.
day.
I mean, there's a lot of bad
I don't
things that happen
understand
every
that,
day.
but-
You know,
No,
like
it's
September
bad.
11th and
Right,
things
there's-
like, you know.
No,
There's tragedies that happen every day, so
you
every
gotta
single
shut it
then
down.
I can't have fun any day because
No.
every day there's
You
a
should-
fucking tragedy.
Yeah, you should remember it and
No.
then remember that these things
Just
yeah,
shut it
horrible
down.
people out there.
Shut it
And they were
down.
kids. They were just dancing, man. They were kids dancing at a
Right.
club who got shot. So, like,
Yeah.
if you look at it that way, they were out having fun. It would be a shame if you stopped having fun on your
Right.
birthday because they were shot by
You
some
let the terrorists win.
dick,
Yeah.
right? So, like, keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Don't let that stop. Yeah, so it's interesting. So it's come from this shooting thing. They've launched One Pulse Foundation has come from this. They have tons of money. Like Lance Bass is on the board. They have like a huge board of directors. They got $10 million from the tourist tax
It's
development.
weird. Lance
thing
is on
from the
our
county.
board for Tom and Dan.
Yeah, your diving board.
No, we have a T&D media board. So you wouldn't know about it. You're not big enough.
There is a thing. So what? Like, who's in charge of all the money?
They are. They have a board. They have so the foundation.
board
No,
is
he's
the
asking
foundation.
the questions to get the emails, right? like he's going down the
How
path.
do we-
No, I'm just wondering.
Who's
their
in charge of
project
this
makes-
money? Where does the money go?
This huge project is going to be like a $50 million project when they're finished. They're going to start doing things next year, but it shouldn't be open until like 2022. It looks like an airport.
Yeah.
And actually, in this, if you watch the video pitch reel that they made, it's like a French firm that won. They're starting to call Soto the Pulse District. And it's not going to be just these two sites.
Pulse District.
It's going to be this whole interconnected web of like pedestrian plazas and buses that are branded like Pulse Museum things that bring people from the Sunrail station
like
to the museum.
A bit much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What are they putting
because
in
it's
the
not
Pulse
like
Museum?
it's not like something I want
To constantly have in your face.
It's
Go
hard
to the Memorial.
No,
if you
it's hard to
want.
say this, but like it's very difficult for me as a resident here to want. That's not something I necessarily want to be connected with. That's the.
But we are, and the reason
Yeah.
they got the $10 million from the tourist tax development, that's like the bed tax that, the county charges when people come here. It's
Sure.
only supposed to be spent on things that can bring more tourism. So they've proven that people are going to the Pulse site now already, like in droves.
Yeah, they
thousands
are.
of
No,
people
they
every
are.
month.
They are.
They're selling T-shirts on the site.
Oh man!
Right, that are branded like for
Where
the
does that money
foundation.
go?
Back into the foundation that they can continue to do the stuff.
Do what stuff though? Build new shit?
Yeah.
How about let's give it a charity? I mean, right?
Well, and they're a charity. They are a charity, and they're working with like local gay center stuff. And the only thing, if you're going to take anything from this, there's so much money being thrown at this, and maybe not necessarily going towards the people who still have medical bills,
right,
to deal with. That people should just be paying attention, because when it's public dollars, like the county tax, that are
Right.
going into this, which is a private foundation that's owned by the person who owned a nightclub before, we should just be paying attention.
Yeah.
That's where things
Just
like
keep your
local
eyes
elections
open.
are important,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
the ones that are proving that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you have a super publicized event that the world has donated money to, like Pulse, or like, any like tragedies that happen that are worldwide news stories and stuff, there are a ton of donations. It happens with everything. Then you have the problem of, okay, who's going to divvy out the money? Where's this money
Right.
going to go? Who's in charge of that? Anytime you give someone $10 million or whatever,
complain. No
it's
matter
never
what
gonna be
no
what
matter what
everybody
you
wants,
do
yeah.
with it, somebody's gonna always complain.
It's an inevitable mess.
Spirit Search has commented about building a shelter for displaced LGBTQ youth. That's a Zebra House does that locally. There's I think it's like 70% of homeless youth are gay because they got kicked out of their homes when they come out, and so there's a local group that actually is that does that.
What
are you looking forward to them helping my daughter?
Brendan,
kick her out of my house.
Do you think?
I'm kidding. It's a joke. Come on, I'm trying to lighten
It's
it up.
no joke Friday, Tom. I tried to make a
really
joke
heavy. It's really
Friday.
heavy.
Tom went
cold
into
subject. I'm
business.
trying
Now we're
to-
doing polls. It's
Yeah,
no joke Friday.
Yeah, why did you yell at Brendan? I didn't bring it up. So I just want to
He's a
shit on
guest.
radio.
He's a guest.
And you just bring.
I made a joke. I'm going to get my daughter out.
Yell at Daniel.
I'll be so disappointed if my daughter's gay.
I did yell at Daniel
Tracy
because
Morgan,
I don't agree with him that I can't have fun on that date.
We got these are just the biggest news
Anybody
stories
that believes
we have
that,
this
by the
week.
way, is crazy. But
I'll give you some nicer ones. I'll give you the,
All right.
Orlando just ranked as like one of the rattiest cities in the
rat
nation.
or rad?
Like rat infested.
Yeah, party.
According to
Pizza party.
Wait, what?
Orkin.com, that's a pest management company, like national. And so they ranked everybody, but
they did it.
They did
they want to get the Orkin money around
it's
there.
According to the new
The National
new
Radical
calls
Association.
for rats, like new calls for like service calls.
I literally was about to say, I haven't heard that much about rats in Orlando, and then I remembered that
Rat
we
House?
did months of Rat House.
Do you remember?
I was like, oh yeah,
There's a song about
oh yeah,
it.
the
There's a
goddamn
cartoon
Rat
about
House
it.
with fucking
Do you
giant
remember
rat.
my house
Yeah.
before Ross made it famous?
This is how
my
quickly I
house
forget.
was infested with rats.
Yeah. Although in the city, I've not noticed that many rats running around. Like you hear New York residents
Nocturnal.
talk about like gigantic rats and sewer rats and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But downtown Orlando, I mean, have you guys seen that many rats downtown Orlando?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have? Oh, okay.
I live in Mills 50 though. So
No, yeah.
There's a lot of rats
I've
around.
not just never noticed any
Oh, by the
rats
way,
running
from our
around.
Twitch chat room, Norm, who's always in there.
I think it's normal.
He says, Normal, Florida. He says, this is the first time a coworker has messaged me telling me it's too loud with Tom yelling.
No, I'm sorry. I will not yell at you.
No, you need to yell more.
Why doesn't Norm just turn his volume down?
So how?
No.
Right.
Crank it up. Rip the knob off.
Hold on.
Radio.
Talk about nipples.
Cities like New Orleans has to be.
Yo, they're the rat.
They
They're
got
the rat
most
kings.
rats.
Yeah.
What do you think?
They got Nutra.
Do you think they have the most?
Dallas.
Who do you think has the most? Who's
New
the
Orleans.
most rats?
I think New Orleans.
Okay.
New Orleans,
Dallas.
they eat rats.
I would say Dallas.
What are the giant rats called?
Yeah.
Nutria. Yeah, Nutria. The fucking rat is the size of a tiny dog, like a Yorkie.
Yeah.
Like, they're that big. It's
Yeah, they're like
insane.
mini capybaras.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
No, I was going to say capybara.
Capybara.
New York.
New York is in
I
the
was
top.
going to say New York.
New York. New York.
What is-
You guys are just a bunch of lemmings over there. You're all saying New York. You said New York too, Sam?
You know what? I'll switch it. I'll say L.A.
All right.
Oh, wow.
L.A. is number 2.
All right.
New York is number 3. Washington, D.C., Baltimore, they're number 4. And then the top is Chicago.
Whoa! We forgot about Chicago.
I was gonna
That's
throw
my
Boston
Kanye.
in there too.
If you want to see the whole list, we have it on bungalow.com.
Yeah, the big cities, they got the rat problems. And with rats, like
I like a good rat. I feel like
On a stick.
but I feel like when you have a rat in your home, and it may just be me, but I felt like I had achieved a certain level of adultdom.
Oh, because it's like
Really?
a problem. you
Yeah,
have to
no,
solve.
I look. You're probably gonna totally disagree and say I'm a stupid person, but that's fine. But like when the guy was like,
do.
"Well, you obviously have a rat problem," I was like, "Feather in the cap. I have achieved adultdom. I own a home that has a rodent problem."
How'd you get rid of them?
This man would use these peanut butter traps.
Oh, yeah.
And they were plastic peanut butter traps. And the new rat traps aren't like the ones that are like a piece of wood and you have the wire that slaps over and like slaps their neck and breaks their neck. Like it's a like a plastic or polymer claw.
Oh.
And it's a bear claw. So when it comes over, it's got like a claw mechanism. And all of the fingers are sharp. So when it gets you, you don't just get like a slap, like it literally like cuts.
That's medieval.
And you bleed out. And then the other rats eat the rat.
Oh, come on.
What?
So the way that we got rid of my rats was to kill rats and then have those rats eat the rats that we killed. Like one
You're making this up. This isn't a
No,
thing.
one
You can't buy
weekend
that.
one weekend we killed 28 rats.
Why are you such a
God
liar?
damn, 28.
In my attic, and then
That is a
and then we'd keep
problem.
laying them down. Yeah, it was an infestation.
Like secretive nim.
and you know why? It's in this area. It's the small citrus trees. They love the citrus trees. So the
fruit
amount of
trees.
rats that are in like the old like Audubon area. It's the citrus trees. If they get rid of the citrus trees, you're good to go.
I'm mad at cartoons that taught me that if you have rats, you're going to have a tiny train tunnel near your baseboards. That's where their house is.
It doesn't work like that.
And then I remember in my Heron Alley house, there was like rats. And I'm like, I see no tiny train tunnel, and very disappointed. They just live in your attic and shit. And mainly travel into your attic through your fucking cable lines. And they could walk it like a goddamn
squish their
tightrope.
body. They can squish their body down.
What the
Like a rat that is my size can literally squeeze through like
Yeah.
a fucking dime-sized hole. And then they use that UV light, and they're like, this is where they're going because while they're walking, they're pissing. You know, it's like it's so disgusting.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got rid of all of them. And,
Drunk piss walkers.
But then one night, I got up to pee. And I went into
And
the
it held
bathroom.
it
We
for
only
you?
had one bathroom, this tiny little bungalow, pun intended. And I walked in there, and I heard scratching. And there was a rat trying to dig through the wall. It was trying to dig through my...
Trying to make that train tunnel.
Yeah, it was trying to dig through, but it was behind my medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
Trying to get your pain pills.
So I took my medicine cabinet off. And then sure enough, he was in there, but I set another trap, and then eventually it killed him. But then I turned over my medicine cabinet.
No.
And the Asian people that owned the house before me had written me a letter on the back of my medicine cabinet.
What'd it say?
Can't tell you.
Because it's written in Asian.
He said it.
Asian.
They're like, check your Coke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They made my
shake-
stepdad laugh.
Shaking more than twice is playing with yourself.
Big J laugh. I know my audience.
Candyman.
I said I was going to tell you what it said, but he said, check your Coke. I can't get that.
Not everybody will get that. All right.
I totally got it.
Change your underwear. Winter Park is launching a search for artists to do something along the I-4. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
It's the I-4 Ultimate has an art endowment program where they're giving $1.5 million to fund art projects that are along that corridor.
I have heard about this, and I'm mad because just fix fucking I-4, right? I'd rather have the goddamn road fixed.
So, like, it's all
so
fucked up.
scary,
Yeah.
Get some
right?
graffiti artists to put some murals.
Hey,
They're not doing anything.
It's awful.
Stay in your lane.
Focus
All
on
right.
the job.
There are 7 people in this room.
It looks like the goddamn apocalypse.
Is anyone okay with driving I-4 at 80 miles an hour? Like,
Hell no.
I feel like, look, I love fast cars.
I love it.
I'm a car guy.
Yeah.
It is very scary. Like, it is not safe. Like,
Are
I
you
feel like
No.
I'm zooming around. I'm
uneven
bumping
lanes.
over. Yeah.
They repaint the goddamn lanes almost
And-
every other day, and nobody follows them.
I like it.
Like when you're going out to Disney and you
Yeah.
make this one corner, I swear to God, I'm always like thinking that me and my family are going to die. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is not
Yeah.
good, man. And they call it ultimate. This is not ultimate. This
No.
is bullshit. It's terrible.
My wife, like, they have exits now that they'll make a divide for, but
Yeah.
the exit will go on
A mile.
for like 5
Yes.
miles,
Forever.
and then you can get back on. My wife's like, "Watch this! It's a shortcut. I can take this exit divide. Everybody's in traffic, just zooming back. She's like, I can get back on in front of them." And I'm like, "This isn't
No, it's not good.
what the
It's
fuck
like
are we
she's
doing?
part of the problem.
I know, but she's using the system.
If she
and the
does that
system
to
is
me, I
I'm
swear to
with her.
God, I'll smash into
Bus
her
Decker
car.
made me do that the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't right. This isn't right. Everybody else
He's
is
a
playing
cop,
by the
though.
rules.
He's allowed
he's
to
a
do
fucking
it. He's a
narc now.
cop.
Oh, yeah,
Goddamn
he just
cop.
flashes his badge.
Yeah, he came in here. I had to put my weed pen away.
You didn't have to,
No,
but you
Yeah,
chose
I
to.
just
You're
felt.
legal.
I
It's
felt
fine.
like I needed. Well, I am legal, but I felt like I needed to do it. Like if he sees me operating an iPad under the
yeah.
influence.
Yeah.
Here's what the great divide between so politicians they get all the complaints, right?
Thankfully.
So they're sitting there, and their job depends on voters. So they're hearing from all their voters bitching about I-4, right? And it is what it is. It's like they started the project. It's like, guess what?
I'm like, what were the plans? Because they seem to change every other
it
fucking
looks
week.
crazy.
And I don't know what you
Like,
guys are doing.
It
but
does.
it's chaos.
I mean, it's the epitome of my daughter putting together Legos, and she's 4. Like it's like, what are you
It
doing?
doesn't seem to
Ross
make
Padgett
any
made a
logical
great
sense.
video. Ross Padgett did a great
Yeah.
video about who's making I-4. Oh, it's so funny. He did a
Well,
great job.
think about how complicated
watched
it is when you're trying to build a bigger road on the road that people have to use every day.
Yeah.
it's moving like, let's move them over here. We'll work on this and move it back so we can work on this. It's moving back and forth. It is complicated. I understand. And
Blow it up and start over.
Well,
It
but they
is
can't-
God awful.
the only way to do it, I imagine, I'm
Build
sure
over it, right?
Well, but that probably is super complicated too. Like, I'm no engineer. The problem is when they proposed it all we have to look at as the voters or people making decisions is the end result. So they push out the
Sure.
tiny model with the fake trees, and they're like,
Yeah.
look at them, and everybody's like, whoa, like I want that, and they're like, yeah, vote on that, and they're like, all right, it's gonna be 12 years of fucked up shit before this happens.
How long has it been? Since
I don't know, but I think it's
because
gonna-
it's been a long.
Oh,
ass
it's not
time.
going to end. I think we have another 5 years,
Oh,
6
my
years.
And
God.
then the people.
It's going to be a lot of fucked up.
And then every politician, like, by the way, you'll get voted out before the shit is even close to be done. But so they're hearing, they're like, all
Buddy,
right.
no.
They're like, well,
Excuse me, John.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just in the fact that it takes so long. But then so the politicians are like, oh, I know we'll make it better. We'll do this art project,
Right.
and we'll have some
Yeah.
beautiful murals so people
they're
can
gonna
look
have,
at it while
like-
you sit in traffic.
They're gonna
I
have
have
like
a fucking
farmers
iPhone.
markets and stuff out there, right?
They what, sorry?
They're gonna have like farmers markets and stuff out there, right? I think I read
underneath.
that. Yeah,
So that's
like under the overpass. They're gonna have
Where
farmers markets.
where-
Where I'm like, I don't want to be underneath I-4 shopping for
You know what
produce.
sucks?
There's historic-
You know what sucks? 100% sucks. Farmers.
Oh, come
Sorry,
on.
if you're a listener and you're a farmer, you suck. I mean, it's just not.
I hate food.
No, I hate
food,
pumpkins and corn and all that bullshit
You know
that
what
you
we
guys
need
grow.
more?
You guys are a bunch of
We need more
lamos.
factory farms.
God,
in
that's
this world.
so fucking
You're so
19.
neg
That's
today.
so 1990.
I've never
Is this because
seen.
we talked about Pulse? Is that why you're saying?
Maybe.
Right now?
Yeah, I got to get it out.
I've never really seen a farmer's at a farmer's market. Like,
No, you know why? Because they
Now it's
suck.
hipsters,
Even
yeah.
farmers know they suck.
I have so
They're
much
like,
to say. The people I used to work for the city of Winter Park, and I was in charge of their Keep Winter Park Beautiful volunteer program. So we worked with the farmers market. None of those vendors are growing their food.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. How do you grow kettle corn? How do you grow dog collars?
Yeah.
How do you grow fucking rugs? How do you?
It's all people selling their.
It's a bunch
They
of
resell
goddamn
it.
opportunists. Yeah.
They resell it.
Yeah.
They buy it from
Yeah.
the same people that are selling to Publix.
Oh,
and then
great.
They repackage.
I
and
got
sell.
kettle corn and a Tupac rug.
The
awesome
Black Honey or Black Bee Honey.
Black
Did you hear
Honey.
about these guys? These
Black
kids,
Honey's
these
a
kids
porn
in
star,
Paramore?
sir.
No.
I gave her a toonie. That's a $2 coin. It's a Canadian joke.
Loonies and Toonies.
Black Bee Honey. It's this Paramore based Paramore Kids Zone thing. These kids,
Oh, so it is black honey.
they're buying honey from another person, repackaging it.
Oh,
as their
no,
own,
that's not good.
And selling it, but they're winning awards, and every news outlet has covered them about how great it is.
Yeah, but can we get them their
they're
own
doing honey.
hive?
They
That would
just
be
got
better.
their first hive.
Yeah,
downtown.
okay,
but it's
good.
just crazy to people don't care.
No.
Orlandoans don't care. We don't care where the product's
Well,
coming from, as long as it's
You're
like,
looking at me. I
packaged
agree.
Also,
I don't
I
care.
don't care. I just want that honey.
Where's
from the
that honey
Paramore
from? Oh, the black kids.
Listen,
Great. I'll buy it.
stereotypically, beekeeping is a nerdy white game. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
We did the joke that
Now that you can't get into beekeeping.
One of our original T-shirts
Yeah.
was Rick Ross in a beekeeper's outfit. Like,
that's for comedy.
Snooze.
Rick Ross had fucking never
no,
put on a
because we
beekeeper.
made jokes about how like black people don't like bees. I don't think they do. It's
I
like
worked with Winter Park Honey. They have their own bees, but they started a beekeeping program in Haiti. And they brought this kid up from Haiti so he could like live with them and learn how to raise bees.
Yeah.
And then he went back and he's been like, he has to like strap his bee hive to the back of his moped to bring it
man, that's
out
a
into
hard
the
life.
country so they can eat flowers and stuff and do their thing and then
Get
bring
pollen,
it back.
yeah.
But then he's trying to sell it and nobody in Haiti eats honey. They don't care about honey. So it's like this whole program that
It's just not. a thing.
thousands of dollars on.
Oh, that's
Nobody cares.
Oh.
And there's this poor lonely guy with a beehive strapped to his moped trying to inch out of life.
I'll
and the
buy
Winter
it.
Park kids are all like, good job. We trained him.
Well,
but like,
I
We
know.
trained it for nothing. Yeah.
teach him some IT skills, you know? Like, you know.
Oh, man,
I
yeah,
know-
something that's global. Yeah, honey, not global.
I'm really negative today. Is that the whiskey I did?
No.
I don't know. We got to get back to Joke
Yeah, should I
Friday.
take a break?
Yeah, that's
Right.
right.
I'm going to tell you about the Godzilla.
Tom was about to go in. You about to go in?
No. I was gonna the whole like the local honey thing at farmers markets. My brother-in-law is a
He
beekeeper.
does.
and
I follow him, man.
Yeah.
I'm all up into it. Like he just pulled his combs.
Yeah.
And as of yesterday, he was checking for honey, right? Like he's.
I don't follow. I don't
you
have
don't
no
follow-
idea.
Yeah, he pulled the combs, and then apparently there's only times that honey appears. So like he pulled the combs, and he's like, "We're waiting on that honey," like waiting for it to happen.
Well, it's a time seasonal and stuff, but he told me that everybody wants local honey because of the allergy thing,
Yeah.
and
Is that true?
yeah, it is true.
Or is it something they're telling us?
No,
you know
no,
what
no.
I mean?
You know what?
That is
I'm with you,
scientifically
Sam. I
proven,
don't
yeah.
believe nothing. I take
can't
local
trust
honey. My
anything
allergies
anymore.
are bad.
You're
My allergies are bad as fuck. I
Milk
take
is good for you. Milk is bad for you. Eggs are good for you. Eggs are bad for you. Is my local honey good for my allergies, or is that just some dumb thing that somebody
The
came up
only
with?
thing that I have determined that is good for me is eating pussy.
It's essentially
Antibodies.
And yours.
the same thing as
pussy.
like giving yourself
Just a butt.
You're eating my pussy?
Yeah, or dick. It's the same thing.
A bussy.
Genitals.
Let's take a break. How about that?
The name of the band is Aerial View. The name of the song is Succubus.
Is that about John?
It is. This song is about John Bustager. So enjoy this. We'll be right back.
You're gambling again, aren't you?
I promise, I'll get it back. There'll be more than enough for bills next month.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I can't live like this anymore.
And now it's Never Not Bet with your host, Tom Van. Go.
Well, I lost every single one of my bets last week. 0-4.
Sam's laughing at you right there. Just laughing.
Every single one. Which is, it's hard
Well,
to
then
do.
give us the new bets.
All right.
Okay.
My which leads my record into 17-17, which is dead even. My sons could have picked this. I've wasted my life trying to
just go.
be good at this.
No, you go.
First bet, Jacksonville plus 1.5. The theory being they're in London. Jacksonville has gone to London every single season since 2013. They're used to it. Houston, this is their first time going to London. Houston's without J.J. Watt. Houston's got an injured secondary.
Yes.
So
a little beat up.
A lot of the sharps like Jacksonville plus 1.5, so I'm putting my money on that. Next bet, the stipulation bet. If T.Y. Hilton doesn't play, then you shouldn't bet this.
Who are you talking about?
In my opinion. Indianapolis Colts against the Steelers. I did not like how Mason Rudolph played against the Dolphins. They looked undisciplined. A lot of people think the Steelers, Coach Tomlin is not that good, and the Steelers are undisciplined. So people like Indianapolis in this situation.
Yeah.
Although if T.Y. Hilton doesn't play, I wouldn't make this bet. But if he does, take Indy
So
minus
T.Y. is the factor for you.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
Minus 1.5.
It makes sense to me because the only person I know of what you're talking about is T.Y. Hilton. And next bet.
So next, because our buddy Chris Fisher was in here and I ran this by him and he liked this.
Fucking y'all up, man.
He's a Tampa Bay fan. He told me last week not to bet on him, but this week he actually likes Tampa Bay plus 5.5. He said he liked it better at 6.
It's against Seattle, right?
Against Seattle, Tampa's run defense. There's a bunch of different reasons. You could do your own research, but I've heard this bet a lot in the betting community. Everybody likes Tampa. Which kind of makes me scared, but I'll throw it out there. I'll put some money onto it.
All right.
Tampa plus 5.5.
There you go.
The next bet, I like. This is a bet that I came up with. I handicapped myself. I'm taking the Dolphins plus 1.5 first half. First half only because I'm still...
You love that first half Dolphin bet.
If you look,
they play well first half.
Yeah, look at the Steelers. I mean, up 14-0
No,
going
look at any of their games.
Yeah, go back and look at it yourself. It seems like, for whatever reason, they play super hard first half, and then they just die off after that. So I'm taking the Dolphins first half against the Jets plus 1.5. And my beer bet this week, which means a free beer at Market on Magnolia
and
if I lose.
Never been there. 40 TVs, 30, 40 TVs. They got chopped salads, handmade hoagies. They got Pokeballs, wood fire pizza.
Yep.
You know, something for everybody at Market on Magnolia.
Yeah, and full liquor bar, beers. And speaking of beers,
they got it all.
You can get a free Cigar City beer. If I lose this bet, I'm taking New England minus 3.5 against Baltimore. A lot of people are on Baltimore. A lot of people think this is the game that New England could lose.
I think New England's going to win, man.
So, anyway, those are my bets this week. Hopefully I'll have some better luck. And if you guys want to fade me, go ahead.
You're fade me. What's that mean?
Just go against me. It's a gambling term.
No, you got the gambling terms.
Anyway,
what am I called in the gambling terms? I'm like the public.
Little Danny Monies.
Oh,
that's my name for you. Anyway, good luck gambling.
Wow, Tony likes this track. Can you believe that?
No.
I know, right? Welcome back to Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
Tom.
That was Sober featuring Bakar from Sebastian. It has like a Kid Cudi kind of a vibe to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, anyway, welcome back. So here we are. What are you guys going to do? You want to do a little voicemail email?
Yeah, let's do it.
Action. All right, Mail on Mail is on deck.
Mail on Mail.
Oh, you've heard this. Oh, you haven't.
I haven't. A Mail on Mail virgin.
Hey guys, thanks for calling 1-800-HOT-DICK, the place to find real action with real men. To make it even better, we've got new low prices. So low, we're practically giving it away free.
If you are a man seeking a woman, press 1. If you are a woman seeking a man, press 2. If you are a man seeking a man, press 3.
Male on male.
Is this gay bait?
It's a little gay, yeah. It makes normally it makes people uncomfortable.
You're gay baiting.
Not gay people.
Mail on Mail brought to you by Surterra, our medical marijuana dispensary. If you want to get your medical marijuana card, literally all you have to do is go to
Can I
Surterra.
talk about that for a second?
What?
Those Theragels, man. Come
They
on.
go quick, man.
But they're so good.
Before we get into Mail on Mail, since we're talking about Surterra, you wrote down that you wanted to talk about how you saved your first medical marijuana card?
No, yeah.
Oh, what are you, a little baby?
So I had to.
Would you frame it?
I had to get a new one because it's been like
I
a
did
year
too,
or whatever.
yeah.
So they sent me a new one. So I had my old one. Then I'm
Who
like,
got his medical marijuana card first? Anyone?
You did,
Anyone?
yeah.
I did.
We know.
Coolest
We
dude in
know.
the room.
the so
Fucking nerdos. You had to you were like, I don't know, buddy.
I was like,
You're
yeah,
like, I don't know if it's legit, bro. Don't tease me.
I did not say that.
Yeah, that's
I,
exactly what you said.
I didn't want to go through the
You just
process.
go to the doctor more. That's
These
it.
fucking nerds. Yeah.
Does it put you on a list, like a federal list?
No,
It
it
rounds
doesn't
you up.
put you
Ain't
on
taking my
Right?
concealed weapons away, motherfucker.
Take my concealed.
God damn, I need my
pop
gun
pipe.
to defend myself from the government.
But I saved my card, and I'm
Got it
normally
framed.
not nostalgic with anything. Still
Yeah,
not.
this takes me by surprise.
The only reason I did it is because I want to show my son
goodbye.
They're not going to give a shit.
What we had.
It's going to be recreational by the
The
time. I know.
good times that made us laugh are with the band. If we get to see forever, then forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Beautiful.
So I
Thank you, Sam.
only because I want to get angry with them in the future when they ask me, like I show them, like, hey, look at my original medical marijuana card from 2019. They're going to be like, you had to have this card to buy marijuana? And then I'm like, yes!
Before that, I could have went to jail.
You saved it just so you could be a
curmudgeon old man.
punchline in your son's jokes.
Yeah, and then we're gonna sit back and they're gonna ask me all the dumb fucking questions that are obvious that we all asked ourselves. Like, wait a minute, you had to buy marijuana using a medical. But what about you could buy alcohol? And
No,
like,
but
yes, yeah,
Brendan
as much as you want.
No, but Brendan doesn't have his card, and he partakes.
I know.
Quit trying to get me in
narc
trouble.
on him.
No, but I'm like, I want
Who's
to get
the real narc in here?
Right?
Let me get you a card, man.
No, but what I'm
Wait
saying
a minute.
is,
You got a side business?
No,
where
but
you
I'm just
get
saying, like, everybody, like, when they do that, like, when I have a friend that, like, just buys, I mean, let's be real. When they buy illegally, I go, like, why? Why are you doing that?
yeah. I mean,
I'm not buying anything.
most people
I know what you're doing.
at this point, though,
Oh my God.
That's what I would do.
they're not even.
I would suck dick for weed.
Most people are like,
Who hasn't?
Don't cut that. Or
Someone get that.
Yeah, all right.
That's how I got through high school
the people.
and college.
Keep it going, right?
The people I still know
So
that just
popular.
buy weed like illegally or whatever. They're in the mindset of like, fuck, I don't even want to go through. Like, I don't want to see a doctor, do this.
Have you heard that it's gone up?
And
because it has.
What?
The number of police officers that deal with non-medical marijuana has gone through the roof. I was watching this a couple nights ago on like Live PD or one of those dumb like cop shows that I watched. They were talking about how like illegal marijuana, it's like it's the gold rush right now.
Oh yeah.
Well,
because
they almost decriminalized it by saying that they're not going to prosecute it
and
anymore
that's
because
why.
they can't test it.
But there's still like, I mean, like more people are buying illegally than ever would that doing it legally.
Well, because the writing's on the wall and everybody, and even the cops, I think the prosecutors are like, we're not going to prosecute because our test can't be 100%
enough,
accurate because the CBD it still registers as THC. So then they came out with that not that long ago.
That old lady that was in the airport.
That was part of the reason why they threw out the test.
She's very important.
And then since they threw out the test,
is because of this.
Yeah, and so
she was at the back of a bus.
Anyway, I want to show
she was Rosa Parks,
just to show how stupid we were. Kind of similar to Rosa Parks and
Rosa Sparks.
It'll be like someone like an old man telling me
that's really good
that they used to have different water fountains for black and white people, and me being dumbfounded and be like, "What the fuck is that?" And then them being like, "I know, it's so stupid."
That's weird.
Right.
That's why I don't use water fountains.
Do you want an email or voicemail?
Norm in our Twitch chat room says the anxiety of going to the doctor and doing the whole thing, it keeps me from getting my card. I can see that.
It's
what
so
anxiety?
easy though.
No,
that's why he needs weed.
I understand what he means about
the
irony that because the stigma. No, but the stigma.
Too anxiety ridden.
Come on, man! Don't lie to me.
Wait until you get that weed. You're really gonna have anxiety.
No, you weren't.
You're doing it wrong.
You weren't at all concerned the
sativa.
first time you went.
Where?
I was.
Concerned about
and
what?
I was the first one to do it here. I told you guys that, and you guys are, good luck. It was like some fucking bullshit.
Well, there was so much misinformation.
I'm going down to Kissimmee to meet Dr. Jack Rothman,
a gynecologist.
in a fucking gynecologist in a strip mall. Like, you mean to tell me you can't see the anxiety that's wrapped around?
What happens?
You know how many?
You go and you give them money? Like, how does it work? There's like
you pay online or you send your check in. In my time, I sent a check in, a physical fucking check.
You go
Sounds
pay
like a fax.
a retired doctor that got back into the business to make some money, and then he writes some paperwork and types some things. You get your weed.
Because I don't have glaucoma. Like, what do you have to get?
Have you ever felt pain? There we go.
Do you have trouble sleeping? Do you get migraines?
Are you a
anxiety?
human?
Any of that?
There it is.
Brendan, this is Dr. Tom. He asked you the first question.
Let's pretend.
I'm the doctor.
All right, let's role-play.
Role-play.
I used to be...
Hold on. The doctor will be with you very, very soon.
All right, I'll be right here.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I already entered everything, so Dr. Van will be with you in a minute.
All right, I'll be right here on my phone. Looking at Grindr.
Okay. And by the way, you're sitting in an office.
He's also a homophobe.
There's nothing on the walls.
The more gay you can make this visit will really, really poof his pompadour.
Short shorts are really
He's in his hot pink shorts right now, which is accurate.
Excuse me, sir. Can you take off your Big Bird RuPaul glasses?
Miss Sarah O'Connor, can you come to my office, please?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Clip.
All right.
Heels.
You can tell by the lack of decoration and the IKEA desk and my laptop and just one chair in this room
that we're willing to. It's a bug out bag.
This is Johnny operation. I just got this office like 2 weeks ago, and it's gonna be.
I like your IKEA leaf over the desk.
You know it's a good doctor when your neighbor to the left is like a pollo tropical, and your neighbor to the right is a small one of those. What is that?
Rub and tug?
No, we'll go with that.
Okay.
It's a rub and tug.
Sunshine massages.
Let's just say I'm trying to get while the getting's good.
Okay.
So all right. So I see you're here to get your medical marijuana card.
Yeah. What do you need?
Well, I see that you listed under reasons why you want to receive your card. You just put a question mark. Here. I got to ask you a couple questions because this is very serious. And if the state finds out I'm just handing out medical marijuana cards to any, Tom, Dick, and Harry that wants to get high, I mean, they're going to come crashing. They'll kick in my door, and the weed police,
funnily enough, sir,
jackbooted thugs are going to take my entire business, which consists of an IKEA desk.
My anxiety is very high right now.
All right, deal. You got it.
Deal. Wait, you said
high? You need more than that. You need Xanax and stuff. I can't even give you that. I'll give you as much weed as you want.
The last appointment I went to,
really,
she was good, right?
She was adamant that I needed to smoke flower. She's like, "Oh, you're doing it wrong."
Yeah, she's also our me and Sam's new doctor.
Like
she's on the international. Look, she's coming in here. We're gonna book her, right? You got her card?
I did not get her card.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
she is on the International Congress of Sex.
Of sex?
Of sex.
So she's like a sex pot therapist?
No, she is on the
Here's the
International Congress of Sex.
There's only
saying it louder doesn't help me understand what you're saying.
That's why it works for lizard people. I yell at them.
There's only a certain amount of
Cultural
doctors that
appropriation.
get approved to be able to recommend marijuana.
Okay.
And they're all over the spectrum. So it can be like a gynecologist. It could be a primary care.
Autism.
What? Okay. Or it could be like a sex doctor. Like there's different types. Yeah. You just have to take like a few courses.
The American medical industry makes no
it
sense
does not.
to
She specializes in penile
and dry vaginas.
and vagina rejuvenation.
Okay, nothing
Via the weed?
No. That's her actual practice.
That's her actual practice.
And on the side, for some side money,
does some weed.
She does some weed.
Yeah, me and Sam went there together. We high-fived. I was coming. Look, this is no bullshit. I was leaving. I high-fived Sam. Sam went in.
Yeah.
She was coming back from Asheville.
Truth.
Brendan,
So, like-
it's this. This is the deal.
Okay.
It's all the other doctors that have practices and work. They're working and they're too busy to be the marijuana doctors. Nothing against them, but all the doctors that may be on the fringe or have retired recently, or maybe a sex specialist and stuff. Technically, they have a medical.
Yeah, they got a doctor.
They have an MD. Whatever. They got a job for you, and it's handing out these medical marijuana cards, and it's lucrative.
What is
Are they getting
so they
like,
got
kickback?
in it.
Do they get a kickback?
Yeah, well, you gotta pay them.
They get paid.
I mean,
But
they're
what-
working.
$150 every 7 months.
Why have you not?
Generally, I'm just lazy and I already have weed.
All right.
So that's
Yeah,
why-
that's most people. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, but wouldn't you like to get in your car and just drive to a weed store?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But most people,
Or they deliver.
Who's
A
gonna
lot
say
of
no?
them
They deliver.
They
yeah.
deliver?
Yes.
And it's
For
free.
added fees.
It's free. No, it's free.
it's free.
And what are
free.
you paying for stuff like this? For like, what is
Depends
my
what you
medical?
want.
It's a
Well, like
little.
Soterra
It's a
gives-
little more expensive than black market.
I want
But you know it's
pot
safe.
oil I can put on
Yeah,
my
that's
pizza.
true. You're not gonna die.
Can I get pot oil for like
Yes.
like pot truffle
Yes,
oil?
you can get oil for your pizza. Yes, you can get.
Tinctures.
Yes.
That's what I want.
no one's worried about dying from smoking weed and the.
I am
from
if
the
it's
drug
on the
dealer.
black
no,
market. Yeah.
No, that's
Dude, that's what's been
incorrect.
killing everybody
No,
with the
that
vapes.
bullshit.
It's the black market cartridges.
Yeah, you
that are
gotta
mixed
know.
with
Vape pens.
shit.
I'm talking about.
There has never
marijuana.
been more of a time where I would want to tell people to get their cards
Yeah.
so you can get that shit regulated
Right.
because like that is the bullshit. Weed is killing people. Or cartridges, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So just stick with bud, right?
Yeah.
Or the medical stuff where they
I would
test
say
it.
if you're to answer his question accurately, if you're buying illegally, bud. I would not trust any cartridge black market. I would not.
Well,
but if you're going to buy legally, yeah, then you're good to
Let's
go.
just say, I hear tell most of the drug dealers are just getting all their shit from California
they're
or
making
Colorado
fakes.
and stuff.
They're making fakes.
Yeah.
Companies are making fakes and killing people.
Here's the
so
thing:
it's-
most people that are been avid THC users for their whole life, they know their drug dealers or fucking neighbor or whoever. There's that guy that they know, and that's why.
But now a lot of those guys are getting newer shit because people want the cartridges instead of the flower, and they're getting sold bobo shit because they don't know.
Well, because
it's all new
cartridges
to
you
them.
could smoke it like Dr. Phillips, like
Yeah,
nobody's going
right.
to pull you over.
Yeah.
Versus like a big fatty.
Smoking,
It'll all be legal soon, and we'll now have to. All this will be
mail
something.
on mail. What do you want? Voicemail, email.
Mail on mail.
All right, this is.
Do you read it gay?
Obsolete opulence. Hey guys, while I didn't have an intercom system in my house, a lot of people I grew up with did, and none of them shits ever worked. We did have something that was just as obnoxious: a dedicated vacuum system. There were wall ports in every room that you would just plug the hose into, and it would kick on the central tank to start sucking.
That does sound
Growing
gay.
up, I thought this was normal and that regular vacuums were weird. We also had the huge fake wood projection screen placed directly in, you guessed it, the sunroom, so you couldn't see a damn thing on it. The 80s were a special time.
I don't think it was the 80s. I think it was your shitty parents.
No, the vacuum thing I've seen.
I've seen, like, in movies or shows from the... I've never actually seen it in real
Some
life.
cars have that.
Really?
Yeah, there are
What?
some SUVs that for like mom-centric, like super moms that have like
Snap and hose areas?
they have like an area where you can plug a hose in, you can vacuum the whole car out, and it goes to its own bin.
Does connected to the car?
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
powered by the car.
Yeah, but it's like it's built into the car.
Yes.
Like, what car SUV has? Like some
you
mom
have to
van?
look it up. Yeah,
You know, there's some loser kid in the back. Put down the vacuum, Bob. Put it down.
No, but I think it's kind of cool. Like, it makes sense to me. You're like, the vacuum
They
thing.
have dustbusters and shit. This is my only gripe with it. So I equate it to my penny farthing.
Here's the
gripe.
thing.
No, well, it's
Are you doing a here's the thing?
Well, I'm just saying, Brendan, I used to bitch about the penny farthing because I was like, why wouldn't they think like a little bit further and be like, hey, one big wheel, tiny wheel, make them both the same size?
Is it possible with the penny farthing that it was just for the novelty look? Of like, this is an odd looking thing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like, we rolling.
Right.
Shits on my whole bitching about the penny farthing, but that's
what I'm here for.
With the built-in vacuum cleaner into the house.
In the house is weird to me, but in the car I can kind of see.
Why is it in
Because
the
if you're
house
at the
weird?
beach, then you want to like vacuum up all the sand. It's quicker to just if it's already connected to your car.
I like it in the house. I see it in like when I go to get my hair cut and they have it built in.
2014 Honda Odyssey adds its
Yeah.
first ever built-in vacuum system. Interesting.
Good job,
Thank
producer.
you, Jay.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's cool.
But the house thing wouldn't so I imagine it's I know a little bit about what goes into the construction of a house or whatever is a block. Putting vacuum lines in every room built in.
It had to be expensive, right?
No, they don't have to be that big.
What do you mean? What?
I mean,
but you say it's built into the house.
Right.
No, I feel
Where does
like
it
that's
go?
it's less labor intensive than you think.
Where does it go, though? Is there like a
There's
thing
got
you
to
have
be
to
a
empty?
bin system at the bottom
there's a
or
bin,
something.
yeah.
To just shoot it into your neighbor's yard? Like, where does it go?
You need a motor.
No, you collect it and then you like put it in your trash.
That seems like more work because then I have to empty every bin from room to room.
Well,
rather
you're going to
than
have
just
to do
my
that with
vacuum.
your vacuum anyway.
But just one vacuum.
Yeah. And the whole thing is...
No. It all comes to one bin.
Oh, okay. I thought each connection.
No,
okay.
I don't feel like
All right.
no. Every room doesn't have its own empty point. No,
It'd be a
I
fun scene in like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Well,
Right.
here's the
Right?
thing.
Like you get
we
sucked
suck the
in-
kids up.
I can prove that it's a dumb idea because we don't do it anymore.
Right.
That's a proof.
Well, no,
it's a dumb fucking idea.
It's just not used a lot.
No one builds a house with a vacuum cleaner.
No, but there
into
are
the
a lot
walls.
of. I feel like
That's true.
a haircut place. They have.
Well, a haircut place where you're actually having to, suck up hair.
Actually, you said actually.
You're the one that's drunk.
No, I'm not. I'm
You're
not.
shit-faced drunk. Everybody knows it.
No, I'm not. You read the chat room.
Well, they know. They're listening to you.
No, they said Daniel is drunk. I said I'm not drunk.
And he's not wearing pants.
Well, you're slurring.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
But
Apologies.
no, it's okay.
Slurring again. Slurred your apology.
I said apologies, not apologize.
Put on your white voice. Apologies.
Apologies.
That was good.
Voicemail?
A vacuum cleaner's easier, right? All right.
I agree.
I want to buy. Well, now you know why we don't have it anymore? Because we have those little robots.
No, the Roombas.
Yeah, the
mobile
Roombas,
ones.
yeah.
They suck.
They've cut out the whole.
That's what they're
sweeping
supposed to
part.
do.
No, but I mean they're not as good. I have one and barely gets used, and it's not that good.
I want one that looks like R2D2.
They
that a
will
thing?
I'm sure.
probably
yeah.
have that.
If
Yeah.
it's not already, yeah.
It's like
Well,
doing
I mean,
its
like,
thing.
how is that not a thing? With it, as much of the,
They have to make like skins for Roombas, right? Like they make with like
If you
Xboxes
don't-
and
Well,
stuff.
they make skins for everything.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
My point is that I don't believe that it's you want an officially licensed product.
I don't care as long as it looks like R2D2. That's what I want. Yeah. Or like
I don't think you're going to get that.
What's the hairy guy from
what?
from the Publix? No,
Chewbacca.
There's what's the there? Oh man, way off base. Is this my White Claw
What's
coming
the-
out right now?
Oh, it's happening.
What's the hairy guy from Publix?
There's a family, a weird gothic family.
Adam's family.
Adam's family.
Oh,
And then the
Cousin
hair,
It. Cousin
It. I would like a Cousin It thing on
Really?
top of
You're
it.
Okay, that's
With his little
weird.
sunglasses.
interesting.
That's
odd thing.
Do you want them also smoking?
Don't judge me. You asked me what I wanted. I'm telling you what I want.
That's very hot, Brendan.
Do you know the Roomba for
walking around.
lawnmowers, like the lawnmower Roomba?
Yeah.
I've seen that before, like Home Depot or whatever, and that no way that works.
No.
And
Kill
does
all
someone
the-
have that? And then
Someone
actually
does. I don't know if it works.
It would just be
well
like
or not.
killing all the lizards and toads in your yard.
Well,
indiscriminately
Would you
killing
pause for
everything.
them?
Always.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
I think that says a lot
man.
about you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
No, I go
stopping.
all in. Look, if it's in front of me, it's getting
But you
mowed.
stop for trick or treaters
Well,
in
I'm
your
not-
car?
I'm not mowing them.
Yeah, you wouldn't talk about it though if you didn't stop.
You got very
Yeah, I got you,
Canadian
I got
on
you.
me.
Oh, good. It's the white
You
claw.
wouldn't talk about it.
That's racist.
let's play a voicemail.
All right. Let's go with this one right here.
What's up, guys? I'm listening to the Friday Free Show from yesterday, and I just wanted to say that the caveman Seth thing is extremely funny, and it's so stupid that it shouldn't make me laugh, but it does. So.
But I'm stoned and like Yoda.
Anyways, put me down for one of those because I think it's pretty damn funny. Keep it up. Later.
Well, Seth's a good guy, but sometimes some of the things he says are kind of like, man.
Is Seth handsome? Seth sounds handsome.
You don't know Seth?
He's very handsome.
Seth sounds like he smells good.
He's very handsome.
All right.
Yeah, if you don't
Hey, Seth.
mind weirdo eardos.
He was a UFC fighter, so he's got cauliflower ears.
Can you fuck a guy with weird ears?
Just put earmuffs on him.
They're like weird, as in like you can hold on to them.
Cauliflower.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
almost
they're
completely
wrestler.
closed.
You know what I'm talking about, like the cauliflower.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that.
You do?
Oh,
It does have
Alright.
like a tough guy feel to it,
Yeah.
but if you look closely,
Do you
it's
like
gross.
tough guys?
It goes back to
Like, what's your type?
like my Puck Bunny days, I like that. I like that it looks like they've taken some shots to
He
the
has.
Bunny.
He's taken a lot
Bunny.
of
Did you
shots.
see that? That's a hockey term.
Yeah, Puck Bunny.
So are you, what's your type?
If they like me.
I like that.
I don't
So
care
you're
what
like
you look
me.
like. I don't care what you look like. If you like me, you're in.
Also, if you're gonna have any sort
You were
of
we're fucking. Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
I do feel like if you're gonna have any sort of weirdo thing, like a
Deformity?
deformity in your body,
Yeah.
your ears are probably the best
Oh, I like
part,
that.
right?
No.
If you're
Because
a
anything
gladiator for
No,
Halloween,
feet.
Yeah, because at least you cover them for
Yep.
most of the time. Yeah,
My feet are
I'll
kind of
agree with
fucked
that.
up. Like I got a fucked up foot. Like look at that one. Like,
Seth has-
See that right there? That's bad, right? Is that a turnoff? That toe?
are you, I kind of feel like you're
bringing your small dick.
Are you doing it?
I'm showing
Like it would turn me off if you wanted me to lick it, but like
No.
I don't have to look
But, like,
at it.
And then the paint is from a pedicure I had of my daughter. But so
I don't understand why it looks like that.
yeah, some soft-
It's a deformity.
I broke it so many times.
It looks like you could store business cards in it. Like if your foot was on the wall, you'd be using it to hold things.
It's very hurtful. I should have never done. I'm
not saying it's bad.
I
I'm
want to
just-
cry right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's your own baggage. that's you asked and I told you.
What's the next
Email?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Hey, everyone. When I was with
Nice
my
total.
friends that are firefighters recently, I asked them about blowing someone's flat screen off the wall with the high-pressure hose. They then informed me that if the house is on fire, the TV is most likely ruined, and they will spray them all of the time. That being said, they were telling me about a recent transfer that they have gotten. Apparently, he went in the house with the hose, and the fire was on the south side of the house. Once he entered the house, he immediately turned to the north side of the house and blew the person's china cabinet apart.
That's what they're doing. I knew it.
Thought you all would get a kick out of this. Hope all is well, and thanks for what you do.
Yes. Do you know about this?
I only heard half of it.
Okay,
I was still thinking about his toe.
if this place were on fire, I would expect you to come in. The truck pulls up. You come in with the hose.
But it's saying the fire's in the bathroom. Like
Right,
you
right.
start by blowing
everything off. Like you just like all the
TV
computers.
off the wall.
Yeah, it's just for fun because
Yeah.
at this point, like the house is fucked up. I mean,
Insurance
you're
will pay
bored.
for everything.
Right.
You find like you go into the kids' room and they got all their baseball trophies and you blow them fucking out the window. Then you're just shooting into their closets toilets. You you leave the hose off, you put it into like their drawers, and then you're like, goosh, and all every drawer comes flying out, and just for fun, right?
What's the first thing you're going to destroy in someone's house as a errant fireman?
Well, I go in there, I like blow your Meemaw's urn off the fireplace.
What?
Not Meemaw.
I mean, listen, your house is on fire. Like, this is a serious situation.
You got to get that Meemaw down.
I'm shooting all your silverware out. If you have any Hummels or like
precious moments,
collective
I'll make a
plates.
mosaic with them.
Yeah. I'll blow those things out of the water. Because that hose has like insane amount
what
of
about
pressure.
my paintings?
All the paintings.
Drawing mustaches on family portraits.
No. Only with the hose.
No. That's too far, bro. How dare you?
Yeah, you know what?
You're going to follow the goddamn fireman's code here.
It's my first time. It's my first time.
Yeah, hose or the axe?
I knew there shouldn't be
or
gay
the crowbar.
Now I can't stop thinking about gay firemen.
I'll start axing your tile.
The water's on it. Chop it.
What is that, travertine? I'll axe that up good. And then they'll ask questions after and be like,
turn your body cam off. I'm about to axe their tile. Right? Because they have body cams, right? Do firefighters have that or no?
You know the move?
No.
Well, they will once they hear about
the first responders.
You will be the reason they have body cams.
Because there'll be that end, that moment where the family walks into their house, and things are still dripping, and there's still a little bit of smoke.
They're looking for that one photo of their Meemaw.
Yeah.
And there's a naked fireman standing in their kitchen.
But they're like, and then they look down, they're like, why did they axe all my tiles? They'll think about it, but then the husband will be like, it must be some sort of thing they do.
The fire was under the ground.
Yeah. They must be some procedure we don't know about. But
you could do it, and you're like a hero because they just have like the worst kitchen tile ever. So you're like, I'm going to brush this up, and then your insurance is going to pay for a whole new kitchen.
Yeah,
because it looked like crap before.
I'll dip my hose in your fish tank.
Whoa!
Oh, no. Excuse me.
Don't dip your hose in my fish tank, brother.
Damn. Is this a reference to me being a mermaid yesterday? Because
Samantha, file a claim.
And then I won't even hold it. I'll let it whip out of the fish tank and then whip around your house. Sorry.
Oh, my God.
It'll whip around your house, smashing.
I feel like I'm going to hear this again when I'm sleeping.
I'm telling you. Listen, if they don't do it already, they're listening to us talk about it, and they're like, fuck, I should have thought about it. Next house, I'll do it. It'll be a whole thing.
Yeah, one more, and we'll get out of here. Here we go.
Hey, Tom and Dan, Samantha and Travis. It's Randy. Just wanted to make this short and sweet. I love the new logo on Apple Podcasts.
Who is this guy?
It's freaking cool as shit. Anyway, bye.
I like that he committed to the shit.
You know what I mean? He's like, I won't say it. Oh, I can say it. It's not like a cartoon, sir.
March 2nd.
Whoa.
Oh, he's
Who
gay.
is that?
He's gay.
He's like, I accidentally left my
Don't
diary.
out him.
March 2nd.
Wait a minute. That might be a manifesto. Maybe we should listen to
The day
that.
I killed my family. As I stand in this house, it's very, very silent right now because everyone behind me is dead.
This is not the diary app. It's the Tom Dan.
They have bags on their head. I've done it. I have finally done it. My wife was such a bitch. I was never good enough. But now I'm good enough because I killed that bitch
and ate her. Now she's inside me and I carry her everywhere with me.
No. I feel like there hasn't been that many. Was that like an 80s thing or people used to eat, like serial killers used to eat each other?
90s. That's a 90s.
Does it still
That's a
happen?
90s thing, bro.
I haven't heard of a serial
You
killer
gotta
like
start
eating.
listening to these murder
They just
podcasts.
got better.
Does it still happen?
Mm-hmm.
They got better at it.
Yeah.
Everybody has pigs.
Who would you eat in this room right now?
What do you mean?
If you had to. Survival
to eat
mode.
anybody, including our guests, who would you eat?
I mean,
I'm well marbled.
I'm leaning towards. Now, here's my logic behind this. I'm leaning towards Samantha, right?
You eat them titties.
Chicken breast.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, the thing is,
he's like, I'm gonna eat the titties.
Does it make you gay if you eat a dude?
No.
No. I'm gonna eat penis first.
But
a lot of meat.
He's gonna
lot
grill
of
my
meat.
titties on the
Look,
grill
I'm
like
trying to
chicken
survive,
breast.
Brendan. I'm not trying. Like, there's nothing gay about survival.
follow me here. With the
Okay.
chicken, you eat the breasts, right? And then like turkeys and stuff.
See, my favorite's the legs.
Yeah. There's
Chicken
legs
legs.
too. Now,
Which I have very long legs.
in any
I would eat your legs.
there's in any survival situation that I've seen,
Not
like
your titties. 'Cause
movie
I'm
Dan's
not,
weird toe.
I'm not like Tom.
live,
I would eat my weird toe first.
Yes, that's I'd eat it.
you often eat people's butt cheeks first,
Yeah.
and it makes sense.
Wait a
because,
minute.
What?
You often eat people's butt cheeks. How many people have you eaten?
Not me, but
I saw Alive.
In the movie
Yeah,
Alive.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
where I get all my science from. And so I imagine it's
I
because
snorted.
it's a like a big store of fat. All right, the cheek,
Yeah.
and it's probably like out of everything, it's it's just a big store of fat that you could eat meat or whatever. I
You like big
view
butt?
the same thing as Samantha's teas. It would be the same thing. I just wouldn't have to eat your guys' butts. I can go for her teas.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
my
rather
logic
you
behind
eat
it.
my butt than her teeth.
Though you're not me. Like, I'm the one that has to eat your butt. I'd rather go
Hashtag
for
eat
the
my
teas.
butt. Wasn't that the whole?
Well, her
Right?
teeth. Okay.
If everybody
go
here is like,
along
all
with
right,
you,
you want
her-
Daniel's ass or
No,
Samantha's tits?
to go along with you, her tits are cleaner than my ass.
I know. No shit.
There's that's an
I'm a man of
assumption.
logic.
Yeah, there is no shit on my tits.
That's well, prove it. That's an assumption that we've all made. We know what that makes you.
What has happened today?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll never be invited back. I apologize.
Let's plug some
get out of
stuff.
Beer Fest, November 23rd.
Yeah,
Sofa and
23rd.
Suds, November 24th.
Yeah, 23rd and 24th are going to get a little crazy for all of us, and we hope that you guys will come and hang out with us.
That's where my beginning rant was going to go to with the whole corporation. Is that because we're not a big corporation?
He's found a way to bring it back.
Yeah, well, I got to tie a bow on it.
He's good at that.
Go
kind
ahead.
of stuff.
But
Did you say Tybo?
We don't have to make money on
Right.
events, and we can offer events for free, which some big corporations have a hard
We
time
may
doing.
be doing this slightly wrong.
yeah.
Because we're losing money.
It's true, but
if we could just break even, that might be better.
I look at it this way.
Are we losing money or are we investing into an event?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to look at it like we are investing into an event.
Well,
we are investing into fun.
We're investing into our
Oh, man,
audience.
I'm really spinning that, right?
No, it's not spinning, but we are doing it for our listeners who support everything
Yes.
we do, and that's the only thing that matters. So why
So
do I
invest.
care about
Yeah.
making
I
money
would
off
agree
an
with
event?
that. If it was just our listeners coming, but a lot of people hear free beer event and
Yeah.
they don't listen.
But we can
but they're
make
benefiting.
them listeners.
Yeah, hopefully they're
We got to
like,
force them to listen.
they're like, who's doing this? This is awesome. Tom and maybe that helps. I don't know,
Delete.
but yeah. All I'm saying is that we do have the upper hand, and we can offer more than giant corporations can because of that fact.
Take that, giant corporation.
That's what I am.
Yeah.
See? I tend to dislike giant corporations. I don't know if you got the feeling of that.
I like that grassroots rebel side of you.
I mean, until they buy us up and then,
then we love
give us tons of money, then I like them again.
Yeah.
Well,
it's,
at least until the clause in the contract says that we can't talk shit about them, and then once that clause is done, then we talk.
Every
shit
time
about
you say claws, I picture your rat trap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. It was black plastic, and it just would sever the vein. It would bleed out crazy. It was bad. Very, very aggressive.
Your daughter's painting pictures of it at school
No,
right now.
no, she didn't. This is long before Maisie. Yeah, long
All
before.
right. Oh,
Maisie.
Check out bungalower.com.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
thank you. Yeah. If you're smart and like to read.
your show's tonight, right? On Real Radio?
Yeah, we recorded at the Tin and Taco in College Park that just opened up.
Oh, cool.
Me
How
and
was
the
that?
bus. It was good. They did as well.
Yeah, I heard they got some spicy tacos.
Pretty good.
Semantics.
Semantics.
Who do you got on tonight?
This week we have our friend Carl. Some of you may know him. He's a
crazy.
BDM as well.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And then Chris Fisher from BYOCB podcast is going to be on my show.
Yeah, sir. TomandDan.com for all things Tom and Dan. Again, Bad and Business Beer Fest, November 23rd. Sofa and Suds, arguably your favorite event.
Yeah. It's cool. It's Sanford couch races. Basically, a bunch of small businesses put wheels on a couch, and then a 4-person team pushes it as fast as they can. And
are you racing?
We have a Tom and Dan couch.
Yeah,
that is on my
races,
things.
But you know what? Where the fun is recliner races. They're a little more aggressive, and it's a single person. It's one-on-one. It's like one person pushes, one person rides. A little, like, they get a little spicier.
It's all about the wheels, though, right? Not the trick.
You know, there's so many different variations.
More about the people pushing it. I usually can tell who can win. I'm like, that.
Like Aldi of Sanford. You know, like our Aldi, is that north or south? I don't know. I think it's north.
Sanford is north.
Yeah, they do... They have like a CrossFit team that pushes their couch.
Okay.
And they always win.
So hot dudes with their shirts off are going to push
So
the
you're going to be there, right?
So I'll see you there.
I'll be the one in the bush.
I'm going to figure out how to
weird.
partner
You
with...
in a bush?
I want to offer $1,000 to someone that can...
You said this, and
I'm fucking doing it now.
Hold on a second. $1,000?
Okay, so...
Can you at least
I'm not sure
fulfill the obligations of the goddamn picture contest before you start throwing out $1,000?
I move on fast.
Sam, $1,000.
I'm already moved on.
He's moved on.
Well, because...
Are you insane?
He is insane.
If you could...
And I might fucking join this so I can get a goddamn $1,000.
Yeah, it's $1,000.
To the person that can win, if you could take our couch, because I got it in the storage unit, and now maybe the BDMs who built it last year want to do it, and you guys got first dibs because you built it. But if you can beat Audi, because they used German engineering to engineer this goddamn couch, and no one can win.
I mean, they're all Aldi.
It's so good.
Like, they're all Aldi mechanics, so they welded it. It's all
really good.
It's not even fair.
But I know
it's all German engineering.
Get the autonomous vehicle guys in Lake Dota to do it.
I know.
Self-drive it.
Oh, nobody on it.
Yeah,
I have
like that.
Nice. Let's wait.
Tesla couch
rules. But I'll find a sponsor that can help me pay the $1,000, and if we can build a couch and win the goddamn couch
if we build
races,
it, they will come.
Then I'll give you that prize.
We're reaching out to Luminar and Lake Dota.
The chat room is going crazy. All right, challenge accepted.
Well,
Apparently, you're going to get some people.
Well, yeah, email me.
But you got to win. You got to win.
Yeah, the win because I don't want just to build the couch. Now, the BDMs that built it last year, obviously at First Dibs, their couch. They started, they built it. The thing it broke before we could race it.
What?
Because it's hard to build this damn thing.
Hey, I participated in 2 races.
It's a lot of work.
I know.
One of them, damn near a girl got in a fight. The very first Sofa and Suds, do you remember that?
Well, it's a little rough around the edges.
She was kicking crazy.
Yeah,
it was loose on the rules back then.
People got mad. Yeah.
Why?
Now that we got our name on this event, I got to call Blanchard and get extra insurance. Because,
now it's becoming
call Blanchard.
What were they mad about? What started the fight?
People get super competitive.
They're very
they get
competitive.
Really competitive.
Okay, so if they saw you skirting the rules,
well, they used to have to like crisscross each other and then go the other way. So that crisscross point, they would
fight.
crash into each other. It'd be bad.
And then they get mad.
Nowadays, we go the opposite direction because there were so many fights and people hurting themselves.
Yeah.
In the back.
It's a snowflake.
Took a couple years to
so no more crisscrossing.
No more crisscrossing.
So you can't put like a Viking.
No.
Spike on the front.
Nope. There was some borderline really bad injuries for a while. We were like,
one guy, I think he lost a finger.
We had a flamethrower on the second year, which did not work, thankfully.
And then they
Little
said,
Red almost blew us up.
And they
year.
were like, you can't have a flamethrower. We had like,
I love that each year they add new rules.
Well, they have to.
Well, we have to in order
because
to.
we're out of control.
If we want to continue to do it. So.
Well, Brendan, thanks so much for doing the news today.
You're welcome. If you invite me back, I'll do happier news.
We will indeed. No. Anything else to plug?
That's it.
All right, guys. We will see you on Monday.
wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's, mediocre.
And now it's time for the Tom and Dan end of the show footnotes. Today you heard music from
Refused. These hardcore punk legends have a brand new single out. You heard Economy of Death, and their fifth full-length is out now, entitled War Music. They are currently on a worldwide tour with the Hives and should be hitting most European music festivals very soon. I love creative covers, and this is just that. This is Isabel Campbell's cover of the Tom Petty hit, Running Down a Dream. You know, it's low-key, it's relaxed. This reminds me of something that should be, or should have been on the Lost Highway soundtrack, or something maybe featured in Twin Peaks. It's got that eerie, almost like video game trailer, like Gears of War trailer kind of a vibe to it. So yeah, this is going to be my strange cover pick of the week. Next up was music from Aerial View. It's punk, it's surf rock, it's all rolled into some really fun indie garage rock. From their brand new Until My Lungs Are Cleared album, you heard the song Succubus. We close out the show with the newest single from Sebastian entitled Sober, featuring Bakar. Now, this guy's considered an innovative French artist, considered a London up-and-comer. I don't know what else to say. It's interesting. It's very synthy, and it's kind of got like a Kid Cudi kind of a vibe to it for me. So that's why I picked it. I liked it. And on that note, guys, we'll see you next week.
No need for your advice, don't make me tempt fate.